about that specifically. And Sweeney said, I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear. Then this reporter keeps pressing. Well, here's your chance to apologize for it. Why am I going to apologize? I got nothing to apologize for. She said, I love jeans. All I wear are jeans. I'm literally in jeans and a T-shirt every day of my life. Good for Sydney Sweeney. Good for anybody else who's in jeans and a T-shirt every day of their life. Do me a favor. Give me a follow over there. Jeff Katz Show on X. The Jeff Katz Show on Facebook. Sign up for Eric's show notes. Text Eric to 33777. Jeff Katz in for Eric. This is the Eric Erickson Show.
If it's happening on the streets of Atlanta.
The Cobb County Medical Examiner's Office identifies 57 sets of cremains.
If it's happening on the roads leading to Atlanta.
Massive project at 285 and Georgia 400 has been a big improvement.
We've got it covered.
Atlanta jurors convict a former Customs and Border Protection officer.
Your 24/7 news source.
Covering the stories that impact you.
Tune in throughout the day to stay up to date.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station. WSB consumer expert Clark Howard.
Guys, I need to talk to you because do you know prostate cancer is the second leading cancer cause of death among men? And the reason it is because, guys, we ignore our health. Terrible idea. And so having a simple prostate cancer screening is like nothing. It's just a blood test. And you get something called a PSA. That gives an indicator, not confirmation, but an indicator whether or not you have cancer. And I, because of early detection, have been living with prostate cancer now since 2009. And I've been doing just great. The key was that I knew what I had. How about you? I'm Clark Howard.
News, weather,
Traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 3 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. The leader of an illegal drug operation servicing the Atlanta area is convicted while behind bars in Georgia.
The home base for Jarvis Matthews' multi-million-dollar drug trafficking and money laundering operation was a jail cell inside the Calhoun State Prison, where he was serving a life sentence for murder. According to the U.S. Attorney in Atlanta, Matthews was orchestrating it all through a contraband cell phone. His help on the outside, his fiancee, girlfriends, and 2 grown sons. A jury finds Matthews guilty of conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute methamphetamine, heroin, and fentanyl, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. He'll serve 25 years in federal prison. That's in addition to his life sentence for murder. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
71 degrees in Atlanta. We do have some spotty rain showers around this afternoon. What are the weekend rain chances? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Sandy Springs-based UPS is hit with a class action lawsuit just days after the cargo plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky. It was filed on behalf of someone who lived near the crash site and 2 impacted businesses. UPS, GE, who made the plane's engine, and Boeing, the maker of the plane, have all been sued. The lawsuit claims the crash was like a bomb and the companies failed to maintain the aircraft. At least 13 people died. Air travelers across the nation and here in Atlanta are dealing with the impact of reduced flights because of the government shutdown.
It's the first day of the new order from the FAA, which will increase by 1% daily until it hits 10% next Friday. Those ramping cuts have many travelers flying out today concerned about whether they'll be able to make it back home.
It's just difficult to understand how they just can't figure this out. You know, it's going to impact everybody.
I'm praying that they get this together because this is horrible.
The FAA says the goal is to keep air travel safe, with many air traffic controllers calling out or leaving their jobs after weeks without pay. Hartsfield Jackson says it's working to continue giving travelers an optimal experience. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Following outcry from the community, Cobb County gets started on revised plans to remove trees along Columns Drive.
47 of the 157 trees in the roadway median on Columns Drive will be removed. Resident Mary Sad Williamson says the county listened to their concerns and adjusted their plans
to preserve the safety of Columns Drive for the bikers, the runners, as well as the residents, and to keep it beautiful.
The county will plant 50 new trees and shrubs along the corridor. Resident Vicki Bowling says she's thrilled.
It does feel like you really want to hug a tree.
The work will wrap up by early January. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Brace yourself for bitter cold to start next week. Georgia Power is urging customers to make sure their homes are ready for the frigid air.
So our energy assistant
Assistance team is actually traveling around the state to help our customers sign up for different programs that we have, like our income qualified discount and different home improvement programs that we have.
Georgia Power's Amanda Sowles says customers can also get rebates on their bills if they choose energy-efficient devices like programmable thermostats. Hosea Helps receives 1,000 turkeys today from Publix and Kroger for their turkey drop-off event.
Then we immediately began giving them out. There were 4 families in the lobby this morning that got turkeys. They just happened to come by.
Director of Development Elizabeth Omalami says the frozen turkeys are distributed to families on what they call their guest list of people they know are in dire need of food leading up to Thanksgiving. It is 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, all bunched up. 85 northbound between Duluth and Suwanee with a crash. 85 north at Highway 317, exit 111 and 3 left lanes. Use Satellite Boulevard as an alternate. Also seeing some southbound delays between Norcross and I-285. Had a few rolling work crews in the left lanes approaching or right at Pleasantdale Road. They've since carried on. And a packed house downtown, southbound from the 85-400 merge. Northbound delays start at Highway 166, Langford Parkway up past Freedom Parkway. And a crash for some reason still hanging out in the right lane in DeKalb. 285 northbound, the outer loop before Glenwood Road, exit 44. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Mostly cloudy through the afternoon with an isolated rain shower possible for the ride home. Today's high is 74. Rain showers overnight into early tomorrow morning. Lows in the low 60s. Drying out tomorrow afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy. High 75.
70 in Sugar Hill, 72 in Stockbridge, and 72 in Brookhaven. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Hour 1 of this week's Friday edition of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. We got a full house of doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. And Jerry Yamamoto is here. I have to say a couple things right off the top. I've been doing some reading in my prep. And it's a family show, but I just got to say, guys, watch the jelking.
It doesn't work.
Have you given it a shot?
Yeah, I tried it.
You can look it up when you get home. When it comes to jelking, our commentary will never tell you exactly what it is, but
I haven't heard that in forever.
I just read right before I came. I just read it's like some. I'll call it a junk influencer.
That's correct.
We have influencers online who
Fred
are
Sanford?
Not that kind of junk.
Oh, a different kind of junk.
In your pants junk.
Oh, I see.
There's a junk influencer, and I just read a story where he was like, "Hey, you got to watch out for this jelking." So it's an old term. I assumed it was first time I ever heard it in my life was about 10 minutes ago.
No, I heard about it a while ago. Back in our old show.
Oh, okay. I guess you may have,
I'm an early adopter.
I may not have needed the services involved,
yes.
Possibly. So I wouldn't know as much about it.
Seems painful. Yes, it does. That's why I didn't try it.
Well, pain leads to pleasure quite often.
That's true.
At least, listening to this junk influencer, that's what I hear.
So are there dangers associated with doing this?
Yes, there are. And here's why, apparently. It is, what did the guy say? It's not a muscle, it's an organ.
Yes.
And so the idea behind jelking, you can look it up, would be that much like the way that you gain muscles, like you break it down and then it heals and it overheals and your muscles build. And that's thinking that that's a muscle, but it's not a muscle. It's an organ. So those tears actually turn into scar tissue, which makes you one of those people when you go to the urologist and you look at that, they close the door. And on the back of the door, quite often there'll be a poster.
Priapism.
And there'll be a guy looking at like a bent vegetable or something. That's what it can actually lead to, because one is a muscle and one is an organ, and those are two different things. And if you want this advice that I've just given to you to make sense, you're going to have to go look up what jelking is, because I'm not going to tell
Apparently, it's been around since the Middle Ages.
Since really?
The Middle Ages. Yeah, it says it's an
I'll
ancient...
just now shall jelk.
They called it adjusting back then.
I'll be adjusting in the jelking room.
It started in the Middle East, so interesting.
Well. Listen. So did numbers. So did math,
right,
arithmetic. So, many things have.
Once they could count,
yes,
they started jelking.
That's right. That's some people have said.
Yes.
Some people have said that. Was I wrong? Was Autumn not here when I said I haven't heard Autumn's voice yet?
She is here, but I think she's having a mic issue.
Okay, well, when she fixes that mic, I want to know what she thinks about this. I don't want it to be just a bunch of sausages talking about Jelko.
Well, we all know.
Let's
Come
get the
on, we
ladies'
know.
point of view. I just heard this thing. I'm just telling you, apparently, you don't want to be doing that.
Everything's easier for the ladies than it is for the guys.
No, it's not. Not even in that area. Because if you're in a parking lot at a football stadium and you have to relieve yourself and you look at the bathroom line is really, really long and there's trees, you can do something to relieve yourself that no lady can.
Well, I wasn't talking about that.
Oh, no, I'm talking about overall.
Overall, it's 50-50.
That's what I'm saying. As every marriage should be, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Trying to be a good guy.
70-30.
I went home last night. I felt terrible after yesterday's show.
Why?
Terrible. I don't know. Nothing specific. I just felt like I was mean-spirited. I felt like I was mean-spirited. I felt like I was yelling at people. And, that feels good in the moment. But I'm a person of conscience. And when I drive home, I'm thinking about the show. And then later last night, it actually depressed me. I just found myself being depressed. I thought, Eric, you're being pulled into it. You're being pulled into the maelstrom, the whole thing where you got to be screaming and yelling at people who are not doing it the way that you want it to do. And I don't want to. That's just not something that I want to be. So I felt bad last night. So I'm going to try today to be. I don't know. It's a very difficult thing. I realize that because there's part of me that just wants to check out. My job says I have to stay up with current events and all of that. So, and also I don't want to be accused of being someone who just doesn't care. Don't you care about society? Don't you care about the culture? Don't you care about your country? I do care. So here's the thing: where I'm trying to find the sweet spot is to still care. Yeah, the sweet spot.
Yeah, I know.
To still
Joking
care. I don't know if joking helps you care so much as if it worked, it would help you impress.
Certainly so.
So I got to get myself to the point where I can care without getting dragged into everything that I can't stand. And also not ruining my show in the meantime with just negativity. Because the reality is, and you can hate me for this if you disagree or whatever, but I'm just being honest. Right now, I'm just kind of horrified with what the country has become. And it's not just this political leader or that political leader. It's the transactional society we've become. The oligarchs say that we've got to do it, and they're billionaires, so they get the last word. Billionaires decide what the future's going to. All of it. The thing going on with kids and the way that CEOs are allowed to prey on them through their smartphone and their smart device. All of this stuff is so many things. They hit almost every area that I just look and go, yeah, I think it would be better if we did it another way. But I don't want to come in every day, because if I'm just being honest every day, I'm going to come in every day and I'm going to be negative. And I feel like for all the stuff that I think about the country right now, I'm in a position where I can give people 3 or 4 hours where maybe they can kind of push that back a little bit, enjoy themselves. And that's always the mission, but if I read into it too much and I do too much prep and then I start getting involved with who did this and what the oligarch did, but then I get all sour-mooded. Come in a sour mood.
Yeah.
I don't want the show to be a sour mood show.
You want it to be sweet, right? Or bitter?
Well, I want it to be some bittersweet.
Tart.
I want it to be tart. I want it to be tart. I don't want it to be vanilla. I don't want it to be, that kind of thing. I want people to go, yeah, it's worth tuning into. They hit some shots. They do it. But not just all this nonstop negativity. And people just screaming at each other. I just don't want to be a part of that. That's the thing. I don't mention this as I should. This show is a podcast that's up by 8 p.m. every evening. And on Wednesdays, George Clark, Stefan, and myself do a little Doctrine Extra at the end of it that's tacked on to the end of it. And I should mention that more often because that's the only way you can get that Doctrine Extra is by getting the podcast.
Also, your great doctrinaires, Tim and myself, have got WSB shows as well, too.
Yeah, I don't care about that. What I'm saying is...
See, I had made a note here to ask you about it during the break.
To ask me, if I would
could
mention
promote,
it?
yeah.
Well, why? Who do you have on your show?
I have sports journalist, author Jeff Pearlman.
Oh, the guy that got rocker.
Well, yeah, we do.
He's the guy that got rocker.
We talk about that a little bit. He has a new book about
Still
Tupac.
wear a beret?
No, he
Okay.
wears baseball hats.
Okay.
His book is called Only God Can Judge Me, The Many Lives of Tupac Shakur.
Oh, so he's doing a book about Tupac.
Yeah, it's his 13th book.
Okay, well, very good. And that'll be, when is that on?
Saturday night at 7.
Okay,
Right before the...
Let me turn to Jared Yamamoto, because
the
one
what-
thing they
what
say
have
about
you.
WSB is not enough commercials and not enough pitches for other shows. So
That's right.
what do you have?
Got to promote. Got to promote.
Yeah, not enough promotion on this station. And I don't mean to admonish the higher-ups, but, well, come on. A few more commercials would help.
So I've
yes.
been formulating my thoughts here. A lot of people are saying that there was a mini blue wave.
No, wait a minute. I thought you were going to tell me when your damn show is on.
Oh, it's from 11 to midnight
Oh,
on Saturday
okay, all
night.
right. That's what I was trying to get to. I thought I was in the middle of a point before we got run. Oh, yes, I was. Which is on that I think the couple of podcasts ago, Doctrines Extra ago.
That sounds right.
I was talking about this because sometimes I talk about maybe retiring and the reason for that is that I'm, if you break your life into thirds, I'm surely in the last third of it. Maybe it lasts another 20 years. I don't know. Maybe it lasts 2. I don't know. But this is the final chapter. It could be long. It could be short. And I brought up on the podcast that, we don't really look at the fact that, a lot of the people who are yelling at each other, these are like 60s hippies.
Yeah.
And they're in their last chapter. And that's fine. You do you and do what you want. What I know for myself is in my last chapter, I don't want to spend it screaming and hollering at other people in some sort of revolutionary fervor. That's not what I want in the last act of my life. I want to be like a really good grandfather, a better father, a better husband, a better friend. I mean, these are the things that I think about if I'm looking at a horizon of like, say, 15 or 20 years at best. I'm not going to be one of these 97-year-olds walking around. This I know.
I don't know. You got that kind of those German genes.
Yeah, it might happen. But if it happens, if it happens,
hillbilly.
If it happens, it'll be sad.
I'm yelling at you, MAGA.
Is there a happy 97-year-old out there?
You've
Maybe
been
there is.
gone for 20 years, but I still hate you.
So so all that winds in together. And that's why I leave a show like yesterday, which we had a lot of fun and there were a lot of good jokes and everything. I just felt like my attitude, it kind of went to where everything else is. I can't bitch and complain about the tenor of the conversation and then every once in a while just kind of go right into that. Like basically the coin of the realm right now is like mockery of those that disagree with you. And I look around and I just don't like it. So I don't want to be a part of it. So that's the main thing for me. I'm going to do the best I can to still speak on these things. And we have a lot of fun. Listen, I'm not saying, cruel humor is still in because it's still under the category of humor. I'm just talking about the ranting and the raving. I don't know. Maybe shouldn't even have brought that up. But I think the audience wants to know, how does the host feel about the last show? I think we start every show
with a recap.
How does the host feel?
You went on an
about the
anti-rant.
last show? I went on an anti-rant today, so it's an anti-rant rant.
Well, not really a rant. Well, what's right before a rant? What do you call it?
It's a pre-rant.
Pre-rant.
Pre-rant. So I stopped right before I got to the ranting part.
Yeah.
All I know is I got to figure out how to do this, still be entertaining, still not become a vanilla milk toast kind of thing, just skating across the headlines.
Some celebrity birthdays.
We can, without doing that.
Oh, boy.
Without doing that. Still have an interesting show without a host who's going to, mock and look down upon the people that I'm just like you. Of course I look down upon people who disagree with me. You do as well. So, but, it's not classy to have that as your guiding light. So I'm going to try not to, like I started today by saying, hey guys, if you're doing this that helps, right?
It does.
Maybe somebody's thinking tonight, I'm going to start my jelking routine.
Let me tell you why I agree with Eric about that. You don't want to. The worst thing you could possibly do is tie weights and stretches and all that stuff.
Like, for instance, here's a story that I should avoid because I don't want to be all condescending. And
here we go.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. We'll see how I do.
Okay.
You can rate me.
All right.
Can I walk right past this? Fox Nation had their Patriot Awards last night.
No, that you got to mock.
That's the point. I want to mock it without going off on believe me, there is a rant inside me on this. And I'm doing very well right now. But to mock it, yes. So did AOC win anything, or am I?
No.
Or would you surprise me that every winner is either a Republican lawmaker or a known Republican?
That is correct.
Well, as we know, Republicans are better patriots than Democrats. We all know that, right?
Dick Cheney was.
Yeah, absolutely. He knew which wars to get us involved
And Bush,
in.
they
That's
were good
right.
patriots.
They were good patriots. They'd take that flag right into another nation and kill a whole bunch of people. That's patriotism.
I'm always
Thank you.
I'm always amazed the side that doesn't like award shows made their own award show.
Well, that's the thing, because they do like award shows. Like you see quite often on Fox News, twice a year, Bill Maher is popular because he said something they like. And then just for like 48 hours, twice a year, Bill Maher is a good guy. So the Republicans are always saying, oh, we don't care about celebrities and what they think, unless the celebrity's named Kid Rock or someone like that. The truth is, they're jealous that Democrats have all the celebrities. Republicans want more celebrity friends. You can tell that because every time they get one, they put them right at the very top. So.
What happened to the John Waynes?
What happened?
Those are the kind of guys. The John Waynes.
He in particular, he died.
That ilk.
Yeah,
the manly men.
Okay, well, he was very polarizing in his time.
Yeah, but he was
a known pro-right wing type of thing. So, do you think he would have accepted a Patriot Award? I think he would have.
You're darn right. I can't do it.
Our Patriot of the
You
Year.
can't do John Wayne. You could do everybody else.
I'd gladly accept that award, Pilgrim.
He never said. Did he ever say
I don't
Pilgrim?
know.
Somebody look that up because there's a lot of these celebrities. Like as I grew up, and whenever anybody would do a little mini impersonation of them, they would do a line.
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim would always be there. Apparently, James Cagney never said "you dirty rat."
He did not.
What's his
Judy,
face?
Judy. That never was said.
Yeah, now we're probably talking to older people now.
We are.
Jared never heard people saying this growing up, but we did. And
Well,
then
here's
it was
a young
shock
guy.
to find out that none of them ever said that.
Young comedian Larry Storch did an impression of Cary Grant, and he did the Judy line.
Yes.
Because I think Judy Garland was in the audience.
And you're a big fan of Larry Storch.
Oh, big time.
Not you, him.
Agarn?
I couldn't handle him growing up.
You didn't like Larry Storch, huh?
I didn't like Larry Storch.
You didn't watch F
I
Troop?
wasn't. No, I didn't like F Troop. I didn't like Larry
Ken Berry.
Storch.
You hate Ken
I wasn't
Berry.
a big fan of Ken Berry. I wasn't. No, I got to say, I didn't. Soupy Sales wasn't my cup of
Mama's
tea.
Family? You didn't get into that?
Oh, you may find it surprising that I didn't. I was like, 17, 18, going into my 20s.
Right
I
in that
wasn't
demo,
sitting
Vicki
around
Lawrence
watching
demo.
Mama's Family every Friday night or whenever it was on. Yes, George Clark, you look like you're going to say something. Oh,
yes,
no.
John Wayne did say Pilgrim. You said it in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
Great movie.
That is
and
a great
he said it
movie.
in McClintock.
No, you said it twice.
Yep.
I'll be goodness. I'll be goodness.
Whoa, take her easy there, Pilgrim.
You ever see that Man Who Shot Liberty Valance?
I did not. No.
That is a
Great,
good movie.
great movie. Great movie.
And we have Autumn.
Oh, look, Autumn's here. Hey, Autumn.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How do you feel about?
Hey.
What are your thoughts on? I want to get you caught up here. What are your thoughts
I heard
on?
a little bit of that John Wayne.
No. What are your thoughts on jelking?
Ooh.
You might have missed that part.
I did miss that part.
Okay, that was right off the top.
I feel
She's a fan.
ashamed that I don't know what it is.
Well,
'cause
I
it sounds
didn't-
like something I should know.
I didn't know what it was until like 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
Tim apparently was gave it a shot at some point, so he's known since like 2009.
Read about it. It's with a Q, by the way.
Yes.
And we found out it's been around since the Middle Ages and started in the Middle East.
Yeah, and by the way, because you're just joining us, Autumn, we've decided that we will have commentary on jelking, but we will never explain it to the audience. They're just simply going to
Okay.
have to go find that out for themselves.
Okay, I'm reading about what it is.
All right. Well,
And
I'll
it
tell you
just-
what. You don't have to go up. Listen, it's a big, complex subject.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Let me
or
sit
can
with it for a
become.
little bit.
go back to ranting?
Here's my boss, Kid Charles. He wants us. I'll be talking about jelking too much longer.
I would rather have you rant and talk about a stretching term.
To catch Autumn up, too, with the Patriot Awards, our Patriot of the Year, Melania Trump.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. She'd
love that, I'm sure.
She's barely still
She got-
married to the president.
I'm so patriotic.
Well, that's great. Thank you. Who was she up against? Who
That's a
got,
great question. I
Who
don't
were the
know.
nominees? Who got felled? I'd want to know.
Marjorie Taylor Greene probably lost.
Yeah, she was on the fast track to get it until about
Yeah,
a month ago,
yeah.
probably.
Well, I was just trying to ease my constituents, by being less divisive. But now that I'm not up for the run or nothing, like I'm just gonna go back to being a nut.
You're always up for the running. You're in the House of Representatives.
I know, but I was trying to broaden my political horizon.
Yes.
But that didn't work out so much, so
No.
I'm just going to go back to, chemtrails are, gone because the government shut down, stuff like that.
Speaking of chemtrails, man, I saw something the other night. I was in my hot tub, and I was a bit inebriated.
Flex.
How is that a flex?
Just my hot tub, just
The
relaxing.
fact that you don't think it's a flex
It's
is
not.
a flex.
You guys act like it's some kind of like Cadillac of hot tubs. It's like a starter hot tub. It's
The fact that you have
People-
one and that you have space for one is the flex.
I put hot water in Gilbert's little kiddie pool and lay in that at night for about 10 minutes.
See? That's what we have.
Well,
I have an inflatable tub.
What did I have in Los Angeles? An inflatable little pool. That's what I had.
Yeah, but then
So it's
if
called.
someone said that to you and were like, "Oh, I was just relaxing in my hot tub last night," you'd be like, "Oh, that's cool."
But I would say, hey, you know what? One day I'm going to do the same thing because that's
We're
my
talking about now. We're
attitude.
talking about
That's
past.
my attitude.
I was on my yacht thinking.
Yes.
Yes, as I looked
I
out.
used to not have a yacht. Is that okay?
I am a man of the people. You know this. You know this. I am a man. Do you know? Have I mentioned this here? Or now that I'm doing the podcast,
I
off
put my
air?
golden pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else.
I was joking in my hot tub.
So we bought. Seems like it would help the hot water.
Yeah.
Silly putty.
I would.
You can put it on a
I bought
Popeye
a
cartoon.
Listen, you shock jocks.
Don't talk about joking and expect me not to make jokes,
Well, I know, but you have to make the jokes in a clever way.
which I did.
You did. Okay, I'll
You have
give
to
you that.
stretch
You're
the
welcome.
truth.
I will. Okay.
Autumn,
See,
that's
now-
an interesting observation.
Now you're doing wordplay, but we haven't explained what it is. We're
You're
really
like, I
getting
wish your
to.
microphone would go back to not working.
I'm done milking this whole thing. So I will step aside now.
Okay, you step back.
Thank you.
You step back with your. So I had mentioned that I think on the podcast that recently we bought a really nice vehicle for my wife, best we've ever had. It's one of those vehicles that basically it drives itself and gives you a full massage before you arrive wherever you are. You know what I mean? And I drove it once for something. My car wasn't available. I don't know. And I go, wow, this is really nice. This is really nice. Maybe I want one of these. Maybe I should be driving something like this every day. And do you know? I said to myself, no, I should not. Because Eric Von Hessler, you're a man of the people. You can't go driving around on a cloud every day and then go in and start talking about, the things that really do matter to you, like the middle class being eviscerated and stuff like that. So I know I'm a man of the people because I could be driving around in a cloud like that every day, and I'm choosing not to. I mean, I think
Choose
that
to really feel the soul of people.
well, how many of the people that are considered influencers or old school TV opinion people and radio people, how many people are talking about things in the country that they never deal with, I wonder? We were talking
I'm sure
about
a
this
lot.
yesterday. Like, if your last name is Trump, do you ever have to go through that thing at a light with should I help the homeless person? Am I hurting them? If I do help them, no, I don't think they do. I think they live like the family on Succession, helicopters to private jets to limos to you're really not in that. Now, obviously, that's a crazy different thing from my situation, but a little is a lot. I just asked the question. If you're on the radio or you're on TV, you're opining about stuff, you're talking about life in America, as you get wealthier and wealthier because of that, and you get more and more comfortable because of that, isn't it possible that you detach from the reality that you're talking about every day? So that's why I am patting myself on the back for being the only true. I should have won one of these awards last night.
You should have.
I should have won the Man of the People Award. And if nobody else is going to talk about it, well, what the hell? I've got a microphone. I will.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Hi, it's Tim Andrews from the Von Hessler Doctrine. You know that feeling. You open the mailbox, see that official IRS envelope, and your heart sinks. For business owners, a bank levy or wage garnishment can hit hard and fast. Waiting isn't a strategy. It only lets penalties and interest pile up. It's time to put the nation's best on your side. Forbes magazine reviewed tax resolution firms nationwide and ranked 5-star tax resolution #1. A real ranking based on real results. With over 17 years of proven experience and a flawless A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, their seasoned tax attorneys act immediately. They take over all IRS communication and build a strategic plan for the best possible outcome. Your next move matters most. Your consultation is 100% confidential and free, but the peace of mind? Priceless. Call 5-Star Tax Resolution now at 800-516-8408. That's 800-516-8408. Or visit 5startaxresolution.com.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Kayaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, the first lawsuit is filed in connection with the UPS plane crash in Kentucky.
The class action lawsuit names UPS, Boeing, and GE as defendants. Plaintiffs include a person at home in close proximity to the blast and suffered a range of injuries, along with local businesses that sustained significant economic damages, according to the suit. It alleges negligence on the part of the shipping company, the plane manufacturer, and the engine manufacturer, claiming the companies failed to maintain the aircraft, to properly train crews, and implement safety policies.
Jack Crumley reports plaintiffs are seeking compensatory and punitive damages. At least 13 people died in the crash. Hundreds of flights are canceled today as major airports, including Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta, are ordered to reduce flights due to the ongoing government shutdown. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says air traffic controllers are overworked.
Controller can work 6 days a week, 10 hours a day for maybe a couple weeks. But if you start doing that for a month, that creates a different set of problems.
Despite the canceled flights, anxious travelers across the country are feeling a bit of relief today as airlines mostly are staying on schedule. A small restaurant in Pickens County is doing something to help those who have lost food assistance during the government shutdown.
The owner of the Rolling Snackle Box, Mary Hogan, says she created a Pay It Forward wall inside her restaurant on Highway 51. Customers can buy a meal for someone in need posted on the wall. Anybody who needs it can take it, no questions asked. Hogan says she knows all too well how it feels to be in need.
I had struggled through most of my life, either being homeless or not having money for food.
She says the community has been more than generous. Her plans are to continue the program from here on out. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A convicted murderer was running a drug trafficking and money laundering operation while behind bars at a South Georgia prison. Jarvis Matthews was serving a life sentence but running his illegal operation using a contraband cell phone and help from his fiancée, girlfriends, and 2 adult sons. They were distributing drugs in and around the Atlanta area. Matthews now faces federal prison time to run consecutively to the state State Prison sentence he is already serving. And it's now 3:32. It's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Still watching a right lane blocked with this crash. It's been here over an hour, Bill. 285 northbound, the outer loop into Cab before Glenwood Road, exit 44. Delays stretch back to I-675. If you're traveling downtown, that's a slow one. 75-85 northbound, nothing but brake lights from Highway 166, Langford Parkway, up toward the Varsity in Midtown. Southbound delays 400, getting slower back toward Lennox Road. Not going to find any relief there until you get down toward I-20. And up in Duluth and Suwanee, still seeing the brake lights. 85 northbound from Sugarloaf Parkway up to that crash. Moved off to the right at Highway 317, exit 111. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Increasing cloud cover through this afternoon. An isolated rain shower possible for the ride home today. Afternoon high 74. Lows tonight in the low 60s as rain showers move through. Drying out tomorrow afternoon, high 75.
And Storm Tracker radar right now showing some spotty rain showers moving through the metro area. Kind of gloomy outside. It's 70 in Kennesaw, 72 in Decatur, 67 in Union City. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
At Ameris Bank, we know that it's never just business when it's your business. I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. Whether your business is looking to optimize cash flow, improve your payment technology, or grow more quickly, my team and I are here and ready to help with a superior level of service, smart banking technology, and local market expertise. I invite you to reach out to my team by visiting amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
This is Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing. In a perfect world, when you have a plumbing issue, you want a plumber that answers the phone when you call, shows up on time, respects your home, and tells you exactly what needs to be done, quotes you a price, and does the job right the first time. They appreciate your business, and Superior Plumbing becomes your plumber for life. Call Superior Plumbing to come fix your plumbing issues.
Superior, the honest one. Call 770-422-PLUM.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
Foundations are created equal, and neither are foundation repair methods. That is why you should always turn to Atlanta Ramjack for your foundation repair. Mark Beckham here, and we have carefully designed our foundation repair methods over the years, currently holding 12 different patents for our solutions. So if you see cracks in your brick or floor, or if a door doesn't shut properly, or your windows stick, this can all spell foundation trouble. Visit atlantaramjack.com for your free estimate and peace of mind.
You know, and what I was just talking about there, the fact that I felt terrible about yesterday's show, everything I said was true. But I also think something else has been bothering me. You know, when I first got into radio, a long time ago, but it was a whole different century.
They only had AM.
And radio consultant Walt Sabo once told me, he said, never admit to the audience that you were wrong about something. And he would insist, the audience wants to believe that you're never wrong. And even though it was then, I was like, I think that's a little much. But it does hurt to show up and say that you were wrong. And I apparently, the other day when I was describing what bellwether meant, I couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah.
And I was so like, yeah, no, this is the way it is. You guys are idiots because you didn't know it. And boy, is there egg on my... I thought, and this got me thinking. You know, like, Eric, why did you? Why? Because it says, it's thinking about thinking. You know, it's like, why did you believe that? And the best... So what I should say is I thought that bellwether, like a bellwether state when you're getting election returns early in the evening, is New York a bellwether state? Does that mean what's happening in New York is going to happen all over the country as the time zones unfold and all of that? And I thought that meant, and I said it, that, you know, like it's weather and it's ringing the bells from another town. And that means in your town, weather is coming. Bad weather is coming because the church bells are ringing in other towns, and it's not even time for the bells to ring.
Bells are ringing in Springfield. I know it's coming this way.
Coming this way. Doesn't make and the word weather. Well, it turns out weather isn't even spelled the weather the way they come. So how did I come to that? I'm thinking to myself, I must have been 15, 16, watching, some election night results, and I heard that term, and it just made sense to me. In context, I understood what the anchors were talking about, and then I put it together. Oh, that's what it is. And then I just, at some point, and I always warn people about this, don't try to build arguments based on your speculation. Now, in this situation, I think I just forgot because it was when I was like 16 or 17 that I speculated this, and then it hardened into some sort of fact. So it turns out the bellwether is like the sheep that has a bell on their neck.
Well, it's a gelded sheep. It's a gelded sheep that leads the ewes.
Yes.
And gets them all riled up, according to English Nick.
And it says here is a person or thing that leads or shows the direction of a trend, much like the leading sheep of a flock that wears a bell to guide the rest of the herd. Then in a political context, it refers to an electoral district or state that consistently vote for the party that ultimately wins the national election.
See, you knew that. Like, you understand.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
No, I know what it means. I just didn't. But I knew that what bellwether meant. If it happened in New York, will it be happening all over the country as we go through the night? No, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about.
I'm just trying to be toxically positive.
Yes, be toxically positive.
Yeah.
Take notes.
Janice Yamamoto.
Yeah, Janice Yamamoto.
Yeah, you knew what it meant. I mean,
yeah. So I have to come in and say that not only is it embarrassing to have been that wrong, but I went against something that I'm always preaching about, which is don't allow your speculation to solidify into what you believe is fact, and then you go arguing off of it as if it's fact when it's really your opinion, which is what we're drowning in now. We have far too much TLDR. Nobody wants to read deep. Nobody wants to know, the history of anything the hell they're talking about. And I go around, I did it myself. Although what I will say is I just forgot that I did it somewhere back in my teens. That's what happened. So
you know what it makes me think of is memories that your parents tell you and that you turn into your own memories that you don't really have, but you like make them up in your brain. It's like, yeah, I remember that. You didn't remember it.
Or you see a Polaroid or something from a fourth birthday party, and then years later you believe that you still have that as a memory.
Right.
But the memory is really just triggered by a photo.
And I feel like that's what happened for you. It's like you heard the word, made up some sort of way for it to make sense for you, and then you made that stone. And I made that long before I started having my my philosophy of thought. Like, how are you going to think? Which I do think about. How do you think? Why do you believe what you believe? Why? Don't express an opinion that you can't go 3 questions deep in. Those kind of things. But when I was 16 or whatever, watching the election returns that were going to tell me that it probably was that night because everybody expected a long night. I'll bet it was when Reagan was elected because everybody expected a really long night because you had a sitting president and it was over very early. So the term bellwether was probably coming up all the time. And so there you go. Bellwether.
So all I can do is let my audience know that I'm always going to admit when I find out that I was wrong.
What a sap. You're not supposed to do that, you dummy.
So you and Walt Sabo keep telling me.
Do you know how many times I've changed my opinion about things over the last 25 years and nobody even notices?
But don't you think that people after a while are like, hey, this guy will just say anything?
I hate neocons.
Is that what you're saying now?
We need to go there right now and blow them all up.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Free state of Florida.
That's right.
Yeah, I just want...
You never liked Jeb Bush.
Here is a positive thing to talk about. Boring. But hey, maybe the show will get a little boring as I'm trying to be positive from time to time. But apparently the fall colors reached their peak across North Georgia.
I know in my neighborhood, they are beautiful
Pretty
in my
nice.
neighborhood.
Thank you for the cold weather. That's what happens. And then we got the nice...
he's upset about the cold weather.
It's way too cold.
Somebody told me it's because the Arctic Circle is melting or something.
Yeah, one of our fine local weather people
Yes.
posted about it. And I saw it that because the Arctic ice cap is melting... it's sending down a polar vortex to wake us up.
You know what I say?
Mm-hmm.
Let it melt.
Yeah.
I like this weather. Is that selfish?
Bring on the melt.
Is that selfish? I'm going to die naturally before the earth melts. So it really it doesn't mean a lot to me. I'm not going to be here.
You like 25-degree weather? It's supposed to have snow showers on Monday, maybe.
Really? Yeah, I find that exciting.
Okay.
I don't
way
mind.
too early.
It is way. It's early, but
I hope
look,
it's a bellwether for the weather.
If it shows, it can.
It's bellwether weather.
It's bellwether weather. The bellwether is a bellwether of the weather.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to say. If it snows on Monday, then it's going to be a one-off, and by Wednesday it'll be 80 degrees again, probably. So it's probably not. It's not like it's going to be the whole time. It is a little bit early. I don't mind winter weather in the winter months. I happen to come from a place, Western New York, where sometimes it was still snowing in April. That was a little too much. But from November to beginning of February, middle of February, I don't have I actually like having 4 seasons and having changes in the weather. And so
How about 4 seasons in 1 week?
If global warming is going to get us colder winters for a few years, I'm all for it. I'm in favor of it.
But see, in Atlanta, though, what's great about this time of year is that you can get all 4 seasons in 1 week. You'll go 80, 20, then you'll have a 50-degree day.
Then you're sick.
Yeah. You get it all in 1 week. It's kind of great.
Not me, because I'm taking my vitamin C gummies every day.
Oh, nice.
They're so delicious. I just got some more from CVS.
Oh, I can't. I'm almost
so
out.
excited.
I'm almost out. You ever want to have
so
a?
tasty.
You want to have a third one every once in a while? Oh,
Yeah,
eat it like candy.
They're so good.
You guys are living on the edge.
Probably. We are.
Oh, dude, I'm riding that sea wave.
Have you had those gummy Zycams?
I don't know if it's placebo effect or whatever, but I feel like I'm not getting the sniffles and stuff as much as I used to.
I agree. So many people in my family are sick, and I only have just like a touch of it. And I think it's because I take those delicious candy.
I take so many vitamins when I wake up in the morning now. I mean, it really is like I have to get my stomach prepared.
I know. Does it make you nauseous? You have to eat first.
I don't. I just roll out of bed. It's the first thing I do. I just want to get it out of the way. But I can tell within an hour or so, because I've always had a terrible palate for food. I don't get out enough. There's all these things, these vitamins that are available that I have not been getting where they're available. So it's a real change in my life to by 9 o'clock in the morning have all these vitamins kicking in.
Good job.
Do you have like one of those?
I'm still going to die one day, though, it turns out.
Do you have one
of course, but in the meantime, you'll have like enough fish oil to make your hair shiny or something.
No, I'm not doing the fish oils, and I've heard that the fish oils, actually, it's BS. I was just reading an article that said it's not the part of the fish that actually does what you want it to do, like the lower the heart disease and all that. Look into it. I don't have to talk to Dr. Joe about it. I don't know.
No, I read Dr. Joe tell you not to get it from the fish because there's too much mercury in the fish, and then you get all that stuff from chia seeds and stuff like that.
Somebody told me it's another part of the oil that's not really the stuff that you want. I don't know. I just read one article on it. Doesn't mean it's true.
For all of your vitamins, do you have one of those classic pill organizers
No,
for each,
I
like
should.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
should.
I have one.
No, I should.
I do too. I do too. I've had it for years.
I should.
Well, I have to take my generic Zoloft
Yes.
and my birth control.
Yes.
So I need it.
I hope that's not generic.
My birth control?
Yeah, if it's generic, every once in a while.
Well, I
you
get
have
it from a guy
you have a
behind
kid.
the Taco Bell.
Here you go. It's a powder.
Yeah, it's fine.
You stir it into water.
Hey, snort this birth control.
Yeah, snort
Yeah,
right
let's
before
do it.
sex. She'll be fine.
It's really pure.
Aren't you just about past the baby making years? When does that end?
Oh, no, it's just to get the estrogen.
Oh.
I just want the estrogen boost.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to become a man as you grow older.
No, I would like a little testosterone.
Does that mean you hate men?
How you doing? I'm Autumn.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Now shut up and pull down your pants.
It's the longest government shutdown in history.
It is a sad landmark in our history.
Republicans blame Democrats.
And it is Democrat created, but I don't think they're getting really the blame that they should.
Democrats blame Republicans.
Democrats remain locked in, pushing for those extensions.
What impact is it having on you?
And if I have to put my pride to the side and sit in a food bank, I will have to do just that.
Americans are increasingly concerned about the government shutdown.
Tune in often throughout the day for the very latest 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
You gave years, maybe decades to your job. You showed up, worked hard, and planned for retirement. But now, the company's changed. Or maybe you've taken a buyout or been forced into early retirement. So, what happens next? I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you've built up a 401k or thrift savings plan, now is the time to ask, is that money really working for you? Many workplace retirement plans offer limited options and even less guidance. At Trajan Wealth, we help people just like you roll over their accounts into IRAs with more flexibility and personalized investment strategies built around your goals. For households with $500,000 or more, let us build you a personalized plan. We operate on veteran values, service, trust, and doing what's right. Your next chapter starts now. Call Trajan today. 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Let me tell you one of the reasons I think we became the largest injury firm in the world, and it's not even close. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My wife and I had a plan early on. In our firm, our lawyers only work on certain types of cases. Our products liability and dangerous drug lawyers only work on those cases. Same for car crashes, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and insurance disputes. Our thinking is for these lawyers to focus on one area of the law and live it and breathe it. Power comes from knowledge. Many lawyers do everything, jack of all trades. Not us, and we don't charge an hourly rate. You only pay us if we win. If you want to hire us, it's easy. Dial Pound Law on your cell phone, pound 529, or visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer from the comfort of your own home. Let us get to work for you. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is AMCO Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in AMCO just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to AMCO.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned AMCO near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
This time of year, I'm always thinking to myself, man, I'm going to take some time and go up and look at the changing fall leaves. And then I never do.
Oh.
I never do.
Do it.
Okay.
Okay,
How much time? Is this the last weekend?
I would say this is going to be your best weekend.
Oh, okay.
And especially
This is peak.
The further north you go, especially in the higher elevations.
So like all the way up to Maine?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking more like Brasstown Bald, like the highest point.
But isn't that the best place to be for peak fall? I would imagine it's Maine, and it's because of that movie that we talked about before called The Trouble with Harry, a Hitchcock movie, which happens in the fall in Maine, and it's just one of the most gorgeous looking things I've ever seen in my life.
But they're way past peak because we're so much further south from there.
Okay, so I got to put next year.
Yeah.
Once they start getting a lot of rain and wind up there, everything falls quickly.
All right, so next year for
But
me.
just go like north in Georgia.
Yeah, go to North Georgia.
Oh, I don't have to go all the way to Maine?
Go for a drive up in
Oh.
LJ.
Yeah, LJ is very pretty.
What about
Get
Helen?
off of the perimeter. Don't keep going. You have to get off at some point.
What? Huh? No,
Yeah,
I mean, don't keep going round and round the city. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay, okay, I got you.
It's a circle.
It would seem silly to just keep driving around in circles. Although, it might be a new tradition, a new fall tradition, perhaps.
Oh, Jared's. You're going to take his tradition.
As the no
trendsetter.
No, I keep my pants on the whole time.
And we don't drive in
like-
circles. We always go exploring.
That's right. Whatever that means.
Let's get
Is that
off on
Helen?
Let's get off on university.
Let's explore.
Let's go to Peachtree Industrial.
Let's go through let's go through certain areas of town and explore whether we'll live. That'll be great.
Hey, there's the Travel Lodge on Fulton Industrial. Look at all those dark, empty rooms.
Living life on the edge.
Is that your stupid swag? You keep doing that swag thing. You stop doing that. Will you stop being a fan when the game isn't going on?
Oh, swag surf is this. That's just me balancing myself out.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that what that is? You're balancing yourself out.
Swag surf is this.
So in the future, when you see
For those
that,
watching.
don't draw any wrong conclusions. Just say to yourself, that's Jared balancing himself out. Do you have to put your arms out like that so you don't fall too far to one side?
It's the changing of seasons. My equilibrium is off.
I don't know if it's too late in the segment to bring this up, but I'm not happy about this. This is from Urbanize Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Beep beep.
Who's got the keys to the Jeep?
His car went beep beep beep.
That's
There's
what
many
I was
different-
thinking.
Yes, I'm gonna be a star. There's a lot of beep beeps in pop music.
Yeah.
There are.
Beep beep. ATL autonomous vehicles to roll out for 2026 World Cup. I've never even heard of these people. They're called Beep. And they're going to have a lot of minibus and no drivers for the World Cup here in Atlanta. Get people around.
Yep.
What's going to be coming before then? It's just going to help then as well. And I ask people to ponder this question. What is the need for driverless cars? What is the need? Other
We
than
have too
a bunch
many
of
jobs.
yes, there's
available.
that. We do. But I mean, other than the fact that the 15 billionaires who decide what the future is going to be have told us this has to be the future. Now, we very soon, a lot of us drive less. A lot more people don't even drive cars because you have Uber and blah, blah, blah. And that's where you get into the, losing your job. But outside of the Uber part of all of this, what is the need? What is the need for driverless cars?
Atlanta oversold us on this. That's why they're having to make up for the mistake they made here. They promised us that they were going to build a light rail line from West End to downtown where the stadium is. So instead, these little beep autonomous cars are going to be the replacement to get you from West End.
But couldn't you do that with people driving?
You could do that with people driving. Yes.
And initially, at least, wouldn't it cost less? Because because when people drive in the system that we have now with Uber and stuff like that, first, let's not even go into that. Like, people used to be trained to do this. It was more than driving the shuttle bus. It was, you had to have the personality to deal with the people that were part of the event that you were shuttling them to and back from. And it's more of this, us becoming a transactional, soulless society. I'll tell you why. Because we got shuttle buses and looks better on the books if we don't have to pay people to drive. Yeah, but what about the experience of the individuals who get the shuttle ride? That doesn't matter anymore. Again, I'll give you an hour. Come up with one reason why we need cars that drive themselves.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
Want to love your deck so much that you don't even want to go on vacation? Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and your new deck will be your family's favorite staycation. We do decks differently. Beautiful, high-end decks at a reasonable price. Materials you choose, and lots of options. With Nelson Exteriors, you'll get a high-quality, affordable, custom deck, handcrafted by our licensed and insured experts. For an extraordinary deck renovation, Google Nelson Exteriors.
Welcome to Window Wisdom with North Georgia Replacement Windows. Today we're talking with window and door experts Ted Kirk and Jonathan Cullum, owners of North Georgia Replacement Windows. Ted, can you explain how the Infinity fiberglass windows can give us more daylight and bigger views in our home?
Because our Infinity Ultrex fiberglass is so strong, the frames of our windows are thinner, which gives you more daylight and bigger views. Our windows are not big and bulky like other replacement windows.
What if someone wants a window where there isn't one already?
Fortunately, we're licensed general contractors, and we can help with that. Our windows come in both a new construction and replacement option, so we're always guaranteed to have the perfect fit for your home.
How do the Infinity fiberglass windows measure up when it comes to energy efficiency?
Infinity windows have super energy efficient glass that will lower your energy bills and protect your floors, window treatments, and home furnishings from fading out from the damaging sun's UV rays.
Jonathan, anything else you'd like to add?
Just remember, if you're replacing your old windows that are leaking or rotting, choose Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows, or you're giving up both daylight and views. And not only are our fiberglass windows more durable, they are truly beautiful windows.
Jonathan and Ted, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, experience, and expertise. And right now at North Georgia Replacement Windows, we are proud to offer savings to be thankful for. You'll receive 17% off your entire project, plus up to 18 months, no interest, no payments. Hurry, these offers end November 30th, 2025. Visit our beautiful showroom in Alpharetta to see all the possibilities for your home, and visit us online for all the details on these special savings and financing offers. ngwindows.com. Visit us today at ngwindows.com. ngwindows.com.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, a violent felon is convicted of running a major illegal operation while locked up in a Georgia prison.
He's a convicted murderer who was running a drug trafficking and money laundering operation while behind bars at Calhoun State Prison near Albany. Jarvis Matthews was serving a life sentence, but running his illegal operation using a contraband cell phone and help from his fiancée, girlfriends, and his 2 adult sons. They were distributing drugs in and around the Atlanta area, according to the U.S. Attorney of the Northern District of Georgia. Matthews is now facing a mandatory minimum 25 years in federal prison. That'll run consecutively to the state prison sentence he's already serving. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
70 degrees in Atlanta. What are the chances we'll see some rain for Friday night lights? There is some rain around right now in the metro area. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Sandy Springs-based UPS is hit with a class action lawsuit today, just days after the cargo plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky. It was filed on behalf of someone who lived near the crash site and 2 impacted businesses. UPS, GE, who made the plane's engine, and Boeing, the maker of the plane, have all been sued. The lawsuit claims the crash was like a bomb, and the companies failed to maintain the aircraft. At least 13 people died. There is some relief today as most flights stay on schedule despite nationwide flight reductions due to the government shutdown.
The 4% reduction in flights is just the
beginning. If the government shutdown continues, it'll ramp up to a 10% reduction by next Friday, leaving travelers stressed.
Tons of anxiety.
It's nerve-wracking.
I'm actually more worried about getting back.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy tells CBS Mornings this is all to keep flyers safe amid mass call-outs of air traffic controllers who've been on the job for weeks without pay.
If I can reduce the capacity because I have reduced controllers, I think that takes pressure out of the system.
Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
This is new at 4 o'clock. There's a new free health care option available in Cobb County.
Must Ministries has been serving those in need in Cobb County for more than 50 years. Now they've expanded their services to include a new health clinic.
We are so excited about this opportunity for our community.
Must CEO Ike Reichert says often people forego medical treatment because they can't afford it, which leads to more problems. They're hoping to remove that roadblock.
No one will be turned away because of an inability to pay.
The facility provides a range of primary care medical services as well as counseling. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Hosea Helps receives 1,000 turkeys today from Publix and Kroger for their turkey drop-off event. Director of Development Elizabeth Omalami says the frozen turkeys are distributed to families on what they call their guest list of people they know are in dire need of food leading up to Thanksgiving.
This really kicks off our season because our inventory on everything is low. Everything we get has to be from companies, foundations, individuals, and churches.
She says they're looking for donations to come in for their food drive distribution on November 19th. Douglas County Commissioners approved $55,000 to go to local food pantries this month. It's to help supplement the county's food resources after a reduction in SNAP benefits due to the government shutdown. 9 food pantries serve some 700 families each week. With bitter cold on the way to Metro Atlanta early next week, Georgia Power is offering help for those who may have a hard time protecting their home from the cold.
Heating your home when the temperature drops can get expensive. Amanda Sowles with Georgia Power says they're here to help.
Our energy assistance team is actually traveling around the state to help our customers sign up for different programs that we have.
She says those programs for qualifying customers include service discounts along with a so-called EASE program in which contractors visit a home to make improvements to make it more energy efficient, all for free. She says customers can also get rebates on their bills if they choose energy efficient devices like programmable thermostats. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
After more than 200 years, the Farmer's Almanac is ending its run. The Almanac is known for long-term weather predictions, gardening guides, fishing, and moon phases. The Farmer's Almanac was first published in 1818. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Got some better news in DeKalb County, Bill. That earlier crash, 285 northbound, the outer loop before Glenwood Road, exit 44, that had been there over an hour, has finally cleared. All lanes are back open, but the residual delays behind it still stretch back to I-675, 285 south, the inner loop in DeKalb County. That ride is slow from I-85 as you make your way south through Tucker into Clarkston. It'll start to break up once you pass Memorial Drive. 285 westbound, the outer loop on the north side. Those brake lights are filling in as well from Ashford Dunwoody Road over toward I-75 and Truist Park. Already a slow one through downtown, Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, slow on the damp and wet pavement out there, Alex. For you southbound coming in out of the Buckhead area on 400 southbound, heading into Midtown, downtown 75, 85. All jamming in to get past I-20. Earlier issue near Edgewood just cooled off. Also, northbound issue off of the shoulder right near University. You're busy Langford heading through the Grady Curve. I'm Stephanie Stallworth from the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly cloudy through the afternoon with an isolated rain shower possible for the ride home. Today's high is 74. Rain showers overnight into early tomorrow morning. Lows in the low 60s. Drying out tomorrow afternoon, becoming mostly cloudy, high 75.
Few rain showers now on Storm Tracker radar, 70 in Stone Mountain, 69 in Canton, 71 in Peachtree City. More news at 4:30, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. So, Elon Musk, what was he on? Who was he talking to? We have this audio from.
I think it's in front of Tesla shareholders.
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter who he was talking to. He says AI is a supersonic tsunami, and it will eliminate desk jobs at a very rapid pace. And I don't know, is he happy about this or optimistic or?
Yeah. You be the judge here. Here's him talking about it.
Well, I mean, I think actually long term,
The AI is going to be in charge, to be totally frank, not humans. If artificial intelligence vastly exceeds the sum of human intelligence, it is difficult to imagine that any humans will actually be in charge. So we just need to make sure the AI is friendly.
All right. Yeah. If Elon Musk is saying this,
yes, that's very bleak.
But don't we all feel like we have to do it? Like everybody feels like, well, we have to do it. We got to throw all this. We can't let China get ahead of us in AI. And he brings up a point there. We better make it friendly. How do you make it friendly?
Give it prime directives, so they can't come after you.
Yeah, but see, that's the old Isaac Asimov thing, right? Is it iRobot?
Yes, iRobot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I love Asimov. I mean, the Foundation series, one of my favorite sci-fi things. I really love those books. He's still just a sci-fi author, and he's more than that. I know he understands what he was writing about. But if you go back to his test, the whole idea is you can never harm a human, right? I can't remember exactly how it goes, but you can never harm a human. Language is, you can work around things. There are things that ChatGPT isn't allowed to do for you, but there are people who know how to get the ChatGPT to work around those things. A certain celebrity can't be used, but if you know how to describe things properly, you can get the celebrity doing the thing. So, and that's at the nascent period. So this idea that these Isaac Asimov rules of first do no harm to humans, I think is the first rule of robots. That's fine, but words like harm, you know?
Yeah.
Can I rationalize that some humans are hurt, but overall it's best for all humans? So if I don't do it, I really harm more humans than if I, you know, once you get into language, and here's the thing. Never in the history of the world has the entity that has the most intelligence not ruled every other entity on the planet. You know, you become prey. Why are we at the top of the food chain? We can't fight tigers. We can't wrestle bears and win. We're at the top of the food chain because we're smarter than tigers and bears. So the natural thing, if we weren't more intelligent than them, is that we would be their food. But because we're more intelligent than them, we are at the top of the food chain. Why would that be? I mean, we can't survive winter if we're nude. They can. But we have the ability to come up with a fashion industry. Not only can we keep ourselves warm, but we can make fun of each other for what we look like while we're doing it.
Or we can kill them and make a jacket out of their hide.
Yes, because we're intelligent. We can't kill them by standing in front of them and challenging them to a fight.
Your clothes, give them to me, bear.
We create weapons. We could do all this other stuff.
Maybe tigers and bears let us lead because they perceive us to be nicer.
Is that it?
Like Elon
Maybe
was
a long
saying
time ago, there was an Elon tiger who said, make sure the humans are friendly. So my point is...
The Anunnaki said that. Make sure they're friendly.
At some point, if you take this all the way down the logical line, human beings are in cages inside of AI zoos. Because before human beings figured it all out and got their abstract thought and worked in communities and worked together and all that kind of stuff, there were no animals in zoos. There was a time where there were no zoos. So we beat the animals back so much that they won't even come near us in our cities and stuff like that. So we had to create zoos to remind people what animals looked like.
Yeah.
And there may be a time where AI decides, hey, we're forgetting about what these humans were. Maybe they'll worship us because we invented them. So maybe, who knows?
Maybe
like
it's
gods.
all the way down. Don't you think? Maybe we're the AI that was created by the previous civilization.
Whoa. And they're watching us.
George Clark knows about that kind of stuff. I assume. Is there? Although supposedly, and I only read the headline, so I haven't read the story. Supposedly, scientists have proven that we're not in a simulation.
That's correct.
That's one thing apparently you could take off the table. I always thought a simulation was a weird idea anyway, but I just want to say this. I've only read the headline. So don't listen to me.
What are these, eggs? Because, like, 6 months ago, we're living in a simulation, and here's why.
It was all over the place.
Elon was into that.
But what about personal agencies? See, that's the thing that I don't get about us living in a simulation. I find it difficult to believe that if let's take something like Sims, was that what it was called? Sims, where you build your own world. You have any feeling whatsoever that those little things that you're directing around have some sort of self-awareness inside of the world that they're in? I don't. So it would seem I never really bought into the simulation theory. Now, there's a lot of interesting theories out there. The holographic thing is interesting, but again, you got to have agency. I never understand these concepts they throw out there, like, in a bunch of different dimensions, there's a bunch of different Erics, and they're not completely like you, but they're a lot like you. Well, how come I'm not is there somebody else feeling that in that dimension? So what I'm getting to is the person looking out of their skull at the world, having perceptions of the world and self-awareness. Where does that come into all of these theories? Because this is one thing that we know is happening with us. So why wouldn't we assume that it has to have some sort of organic kind of root to it, rather than
you certainly have to think about it from that angle.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's just odd to me that because if it's true that we're in a simulation, then inside of every simulation that we create, those things that we direct around inside that world, I'm supposed to believe that they have agency and feelings. I don't believe that. Do you, George Clark?
No, I don't believe that.
Now, in this article, it does say that because all simulations are algorithmic, there's too many non-algorithmic moments in our current world to make it a simulation.
So it's not perfect enough.
Correct.
Because an algorithm would account for everything. Although, we've seen the AI hallucinate.
Yeah, give you 3 arms.
Yeah. Talk about how, saying wonderful things about Hitler and such. So I've never really bought that one, but...
Listen,
but
trust
you're
these
right.
research.
6 months ago, it was like everyone, oh yeah, we're living in a simulation. There's no doubt about it.
I don't believe this, but I know Sam Harris, that guy that's into
Is he the guy who won American Idol back in season 8 or something?
I don't believe so.
Wasn't there a Sam Harris who was a singer?
But he's the one that purports that we don't have free agency and that our minds are made up before we realize them.
No. Okay, now let's walk down this road.
Well, yeah.
Do what?
Your mind is made up before you know
Before you realize it.
Before we realize it. That is true. There is a gap. It might be microseconds, and that is something to explore. But that doesn't mean that we're in a simulation. Although, because we know that that is true, it does put a lot of things up for grabs, like our justice system. Because the whole concept is free will. This is why we can put somebody in jail. You, knowing and of your own free will, did this when you knew that you... And there's a lot of evidence, a lot of scientifically proven, not scientifically sound evidence.
Like backed.
Backed evidence that says that we do not have free will.
Even if that was true, I would just refuse to believe it because it just makes you insane.
Yes.
Yes. I can't.
It makes sense to be able to do that, just to function.
Yeah,
right?
no, absolutely. If you found out that you have no free will.
Your Honor, my free will was programmed incorrectly in this circumstance.
Okay, well, thank you for that. And we're going to send you to a psychiatric hospital as opposed to a jail for the next 20 years.
You'd rather go there than prison.
All right, enough of the erudite talk. We come back, it's going to be
back
all
to the dumb stuff.
Going to be all crotch talk when we get back.
Yeah.
Say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says there's a crash on 20 West into downtown.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric. Yeah, we just found this one on the jam cam. It's in the center lane, I-20 westbound, Moreland Avenue, exit 60. Hero just pulled up to it. Also seeing a fire truck head that way, so we'll see if more lanes get blocked. But yep, that is slowing the 20 westbound ride as you head toward downtown. I-20 eastbound into Cobb County, on and off the brakes this afternoon from I-285 out toward Panola Road. In the West Freeway, brake lights find you 20 westbound, right around the 285 merge, that merging madness there. Sluggish as you head out toward Lithia Springs. Watching the ride on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, it's Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, getting a little busy heading up from 285 as you get through Gwinnett County. Earlier issue of I-317, since been cleared but never quite recovered. Lots of residual slow going as you head up to 985. This report sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Learn more about their support of Common Thread meds and nutrition education at anthem.com/dream. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Blue Cross Blue Shield Healthcare Plan of Georgia, Inc. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
1 in 7 Georgians and 1 in 5 Georgia children are estimated to be food insecure.
With SNAP benefits going away in the holiday here, times are especially hard, but you can help make a difference today.
It's the annual 95.5 WSB Triple Team Traffic Food Drive.
Go to WSBradio.com and contribute to help the Atlanta Community Food Bank.
Or come out in person on Friday, November 21st to the Publix located at 11800 Haynesbridge Road in Alpharetta.
Help a local family in need. Go to WSBradio.com to find out how you can donate today.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Castile Plumbing and Electrical knows that if your old water heater conks out from Aunt Gail's 2-hour showers this holiday season, or your decorations keep tripping the breakers, well, then everything falls apart. That's why you can count on Castile for 0% interest financing on installs, plus a plumbing or electrical inspection for just $99, so we can address any clogs or hums ahead of time. And as always, we're here to help with same-day emergency service, even on holidays. Book today at CastileAir.com.
Save money by getting pre-approved for your next auto loan at Coosa Valley Credit Union. We offer the most competitive interest rates in the market, as low as 3.49 APR when you open an account with direct deposit. This is Andy Harris, President of Coosa Valley Credit Union, inviting you to stop in a branch near you. You'll experience kinder banking with real people, not automation. Plus, with 11 locations in Northwest Georgia, we're always local and nearby.
Contact 706-235-8551 for more details. Equal Opportunity Lender.
You know you want a luxurious deck, but you're feeling overwhelmed with so many options. It's enough to make your head spin. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors. Maybe you know exactly what your dream deck looks like. We can build that. If not, we offer design help and expert guidance to create a beautiful, high-quality deck that you'll enjoy every day. Decks done differently, decks done right, with exceptional customer service at a reasonable price. Get your free estimate, Google Nelson Exteriors.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
This is Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing, the honest plumber. Like me, Superior Plumbing has been doing business for more than 40 years. Trust me, to last that long takes dedication to doing the job right and building trust with your customer base. I've used Superior Plumbing for years, and owner Jay Cunningham is committed to making you a customer for life, too. Next time you need a plumber, visit thehonestplumber.com.
Picture it, your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Right now, USDA Choice boneless beef strip steaks are only $7.99 a pound in the family pack with your digital coupon. Limit 5. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
That don't make any sense whatsoever. By the way, yes?
Don't click those links. Click
Yeah,
these
we're
links.
told never to click links in emails. And then the company sends us an email and says, click this link.
I know. I had our manager message me saying, this isn't spam. You need to do this by tomorrow.
Yeah, I had that same thing.
Find another way to do it. Don't tell people they're going to lose their jobs if they ever click a link in an email and then say, well, every once in a while.
This link's okay.
There's another way. I'm not a tech genius, but I guarantee you there is another way. You could just say, hey, go to whatever and have it inside of the corporate thing. Within the corporate thing, right? Okay, well, I'm not
And the
gonna-
portal, yes.
The portal.
As far as I'm
Go to your
concerned,
portal.
if anybody clicks, by the way, the reason we have to click this thing is to do the compliance stuff so that we can watch videos that tell us to never click a link in them. It's really funny.
It is like a wormhole of clicks.
But they're
very
good
funny.
videos. They're very entertaining.
Are they entertaining?
You're wrapped.
I've never actually heard them. I watched them with the sound down.
Oh, I like
But I
it.
do well on the test afterwards.
You can scrub.
Okay, I know.
Don't
there's
say
no-
it.
I like
Listen, there's a
Achoo,
test.
Sorry.
There's a test.
I'm saying my sink is dirty and I need to scrub it.
It doesn't even
Thank
really
you.
matter
With
because there's a test, right? You got to pass the
comments.
test, right? You got to pass the test.
The New Zealand lady.
Turns out it's just for the lawyers, though. You can do the test 932 times.
Yeah.
As long as you get through it before the deadline, you're fine.
You got 4 out of 5. Great job.
the lady from New Zealand that shows you what a hacker does and I guess impersonates a hacker. She's great. I actually like
good
her.
actress?
She's a good actress.
Emmy nomination? Are you nominating her for whatever?
A
award?
Webby.
A Webby.
Yes, a Webby.
Yes, a Webby.
Patriot Award.
A what?
Not a Patriot Award?
Well, she's from New Zealand,
oh.
so
A
She can't be a
comply.
patriot. It's the Fox, as you know from Fox News, you can't be a foreigner or a Democrat to be considered a. I'm sure
Democrats are worse than foreigners.
I say that, even though I'm sure there was one. I'm sure that they threw in one Democrat, to make it seem like they're not.
I
all,
don't.
maybe
I don't
not.
think so. Not from what I saw.
So, well, those are called the Fox what awards?
The Patriot Awards.
So I thought they were called the Suck Up Awards. Wasn't that their first name? Suck Up to the President of the United States Awards? Wasn't that the okay?
I think it could be close.
Okay.
That's what One America does.
So when I was shamed for having a hot tub, I got off the thing that I was trying to tell you. So the other night, I'm in the hot tub, and I'm not looking at the sky. It's dark. I'm not looking at the sky, but then something illuminates in the sky so much that I look up. And by the time I look up, all I see is like an evaporating trail of light. No plane.
Meteor.
No
right?
nothing. Well, that's what I
Meteorite.
was wondering. Are we in the middle of one of those? But this seemed very low. This didn't seem like it was in outer space.
Well, there was one that
It
was
seemed
close
like
by
a-
us
Was there
recently.
one?
Yeah, I think it was Alabama. I'll check.
Did I see something from that?
You may have.
Did the stars fall
you
on
could-
Alabama and Roswell that
I
night?
think it's a sign to buy us all hot tubs.
Is that what you want?
I agree.
You want a hot tub?
I'd be fine with an inflatable one.
You know, I've decided I'm getting Autumn, and I was thinking about this because when I found out that she wore like satiny pajamas to bed, I thought, well, you got to have monogram pajamas. So I was going to get her some monogram, but then there's this idea that maybe there's a second marriage coming, and I don't know what the last.
Oh,
does
yeah,
she
is that
keep
weird
her?
to
Is she
him?
going to keep the? No, not that. Are you going to keep the last name? No matter what, or are you going to adopt his last? See, because right now it'd be AF, which is funny too. You know,
Yeah, pajamas AF, PJs AF.
It's Autumn AF. And I don't want you to get them, and then like 3 months later, your last name starts with a different initial. Have you thought that through?
C. I mean, I will change my name, but it makes me sad because I won't have the same last name as my kids.
Well, that's what happens when you
can
don't
keep it?
If you
Yeah.
don't keep the
don't keep
vows
my
that you
vow.
take
Yeah.
in front of
But
your
if
friends
I
and
can't keep-
family.
I can't keep the last name that I have now because then it's my ex-husband's last name.
Yes, right.
It'd be
It's
weird
not like
to
you're going
be in a new marriage.
Yeah. So you're going to be Autumn Pritz hyphen C.
Yeah, maybe.
Pritzy.
I don't know.
Pritzy.
I like that.
Ooh,
Pritzy.
Well, listen, if you make the commitment, and you got to talk to your man because you never know. Sometimes you might be like, "No, you're my wife. You're taking my name. There's all there is to it."
Yeah.
Or else.
So,
Or get.
don't make me
Go
get the
home.
belt.
Well, she'd like that.
Ooh, I'm not taking them.
Whatever you need.
If you guarantee me whatever, if I get married, I'm going to put the Pritz part in. Then I can put AP, and then it's like you're part of the Associated Press.
I'll wear it to places and get in.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know. Well, this is a weird thing. Has he actually asked for your hand in marriage, or is this just like a very modern thing where you guys are like, yeah, probably, maybe, yeah, I'm open to it. Oh, yeah.
He has to ask Travis.
No.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
You have to ask the ass.
You do have to
the
ask
last
previous husband. Yes. It's like you don't want to know.
All right. If anybody else saw that thing over Roswell, I don't know what it was. Wednesday night, Tuesday
Sounds like
night?
a meteorite.
Call in.
I guess, but do they get that close?
Yeah, definitely.
It could have been very far away, but it was big enough to where you saw the illumination.
Yeah.
Right, and it just burned up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
so
But then it
big.
just
That's
burnt up. It just went, whew. I saw the end of it. And I thought, is something horrible about to happen? I thought, you know what? If something horrible happens, is there a better place to be than your own hot tub? I mean, we could all go up in flames, but I know that Autumn will still be jealous of me.
I know. I wouldn't know.
So I go out with a smile on my face. Alex Williams says 20 West is getting slower into downtown.
Yeah, it was been all due to this crash we've been watching in the center lane. They got it all to the right, but fire department on scene now, holding 2 right lanes. 20 westbound at Moreland Avenue, exit 60, slow back to Glenwood Avenue. And we had some trouble on I-75 heading toward Midtown. Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, was out there heading down toward Northside Drive, your southbound direction. Quickly move with the Hero off to the right shoulder. New issue northbound, downtown connector 7585, just past Langford Park. We're getting that off to the shoulder. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today. 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Annuities not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at trajanwealth.com.
Does this sound like you, where every step or reach is a reminder of what hurts, a reminder of what you're not able to do and how far you've drifted from the life you used to have when you didn't feel that pain? Good news for you, because relief is closer than you think, and it doesn't have to come from a scalpel. What if it could come from you? It's Mark Aaron from my pals at QC Kinetics, where they tap into your body's own regenerative power using natural healing factors that help restore and repair damaged tissue, reduce inflammation, and relieve pain at its source. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery. And this Veterans Day, QC Kinetics is giving back to their heroes. Veterans will get $500 off their treatment, and for every non-veteran who starts care, QC Kinetics will donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. A great time to book your free consultation. So call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. Locations in Decatur, Lawrenceville, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Stockbridge, and Douglasville.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top story, airlines are staying mostly on schedule today, despite flight reductions at some of the nation's busiest airports, including Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta. Reporter Karen Waugh is monitoring flights.
So everything seems pretty calm for the time being. Airlines are really urging customers to check their apps, check their flight status before making the trek to the airport, just to make sure their flight is still on and still on time.
With travelers worried about disruptions in air travel, correspondent Jim Krasula reports some Americans are finding alternative ways to get to their destination.
Hertz is already seeing a sharp increase in one-way car rental reservations, up 20% this coming weekend compared to the same period last year. Amtrak expects to see record Thanksgiving travel numbers on its trains. The parent company of Greyhound is preparing for more people on its buses.
70 degrees in Atlanta. Will rain impact your weekend plans, and when does freezing cold air arrive? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A violent felon is convicted for his role in operating a multi-million-dollar drug trafficking and money laundering operation from inside a Georgia state prison. At the time, 46-year-old Jarvis Matthews was serving a life sentence without parole for murder. The U.S. Attorney in Atlanta says Matthews used contraband cell phones to run the operation from his cell at Calhoun State Prison. He used his fiancée, girlfriend's nephew, and his own 2 adult sons to distribute the drugs in and around the Atlanta area. A small restaurant in Pickens County called the Rolling Snackle Box is doing something to help people impacted by the government shutdown.
Owner Mary Hogan started a Pay It Forward program where customers can pay for a meal for those in need, put the ticket on the wall, and it's for the taking, no questions asked.
We started this just to help everybody out with, especially with the food stamps that what got cut down. So it was really put on my heart to do this.
She says response has been tremendous.
I'm counting tickets, 3, 4, 5, 6.
She says her plans are to keep the program going from now on. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Columns Drive in East Cobb is getting a tree makeover.
Survey work is already underway along Columns Drive, where following a community outcry, county officials changed their plans for removing all of the trees in the road's median.
It almost feels like it's worth a party.
Resident Vicki Bowling says county crews will remove 47 of the trees following community meetings with neighbors' input, and they will also landscape and replant 50 trees. That's great news, according to resident Mary Sad Williamson.
We're very grateful for the outcome.
Cobb County DOT officials say the removal and replanting work will take about 8 weeks. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Trees Atlanta is planting almost 700 trees across the city today and tomorrow.
Today we're off to a great start. I had a really fun project in Peachtree Park, which is District 7, to plant just around 90 trees.
Community Forestry Senior Manager Jake McDonald says they've had about 350 volunteers show up at 6 sites today. Trees Atlanta expects even more volunteers tomorrow. Some residents of Metro Atlanta who live below Buford Dam are noticing a mustiness with their tap water.
A natural annual phenomenon called the turnover causes the lake's dense surface water to sink and mix with the water below. And this churn can produce an earthy smell and odor that is usually eliminated by the treatment process.
Drinking water utilities have things in place to be able to treat taste and odor issues. It's just that they're so severe this year for some reason, and we don't know why.
Jessica Sterling with the Chattahoochee Riverkeeper says not to worry. The water is perfectly safe to use, and she says officials from the water utilities think the issue should resolve itself by mid-December. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
If you're in the market for a car, getting a new car may be your best bet. Used car prices have jumped so much, the gap between new and used cars is a lot smaller than you might think.
There's fewer used cars in the market, and yet the demand is still there.
M. Nguyen of Carfax says paying a bit more for a new car, either in price or monthly payment, could make sense since new cars can be much more technically advanced. It is now 4:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Still watching this crash in East Atlanta on I-20, trying to make your way into downtown. 20 westbound, Moreland Avenue, exit 60. They're blocking 2 right lanes. You're seeing the brake lights there back toward Glenwood Avenue. Elsewhere through downtown, still that rough ride southbound. Pretty much starting back in Buckhead on 400 south from Lenox Road. No relief till you get down to I-20. Northbound, you're looking at about 24 minutes from Highway 166 Langford Parkway up to 17th Street. And we got new trouble on I-75 heading up toward Ackworth. Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, 75 headed northbound. Past Wade Green, exit 273, left lane taken down for you there. Got a couple of lanes getting by center and right on the wet pavement. Also, if you're traveling out on State Route 92 Alabama Road, got a crash over there by Chatley Way. Watch for that and those delays. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Cloudy skies this evening with an isolated rain shower possible for the ride home. The majority of the rain will arrive after midnight into early tomorrow morning. Temperatures falling to the upper 50s to low 60s. Rain moving out tomorrow afternoon, highs in the mid-70s. Cooling down on Sunday with a high of 66. Freezing cold by Monday morning.
Scattered rain showers around the metro area at this hour. We've got some rain moving through North Cobb and Cherokee and Cherokee County and Cobb County at this hour. It's 70 in Marietta, 71 in Suwannee, and 70 in College Park. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hurt on your bike? Steel Horse Law is the most experienced local law firm to protect your rights.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Rates are continuing to get better, and lots of folks are taking advantage of them by calling Myland. This is Scott Slade. Access the equity in your home with a home equity line of credit or cash-out refinance. Then use the equity in your home to pay off high-interest debts, student loans, basement or kitchen remodels, or anything else you need. These guys and gals are the best I've seen, and that's why I've been recommending them for over a decade. Local experts you can trust. Why would you call anyone else? Every month, Myland closes a loan that other lenders just can't do. Also, Myland wanted me to let you know they're still growing, currently hiring for their incredible sales team. If you or someone you know might be interested in joining one of Atlanta's premier mortgage lenders, give them a call. 770-817-2000. That's 770-817-2000. Online, it's myland.com. Spell it M-I-L-E-N-D. NMLS and Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 148769, located at 8995 Westside Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. Myland is an equal housing lender.
You and Shelley need to stop jelking out there, okay? Relax.
Hey, that jelking is something a man does in the privacy of his own home.
I know Shelley has had a lot of shows this week, okay? Come on now, take it easy.
You do need a joking, buddy.
I don't even know what you fellows are talking about with this jelking nonsense.
Kids, don't do it.
Now, we figured out, we started a lot of conversations. I don't know how much we've actually explored. Have we really explored this idea of whether we have to do AI the way we're doing it? Elon Musk says it will be more intelligent, which means it will rule us.
Same guy that tells us we're going to Mars. Why does it have to be true?
Okay, that's false. He will not go to
AI
Mars.
AI will take us to Mars.
Yes.
Yeah. AI would definitely.
You know what? AI can go to Mars, and I'll be absolutely. You know what? Let's send AI to Mars. See how it works out. If it's a better society than the one we have, then we can either adopt it here or move there.
What if they go there and they build these grand cities, and AI figures it out and starts making their own equipment,
and then they go to war with us?
Material.
The big Martian war finally happens, but there's no Martians. There's just machines.
They'll make their own life.
It's just, and they throw stuff out like, yeah, but AI is going to cure every disease.
That's what Zuckerberg is saying.
Yeah, okay, right. Maybe. Do we know that for a fact?
Who has a stronger lobby?
And there's no way that it's just going to be allowed to be given to everyone.
Right.
The elites will have it.
Well,
and then we have to pay like a service to get little drips of it.
Well, then get richer. What are you complaining about? Wow. How about stop sitting on your behind, complaining about stuff, and get yourself into the billionaire class so that you can get the first cancer cure.
That's right.
Come on, get Grok
Just
Plus.
How about don't get cancer, moron?
Why do the billionaires get it first? Because they're the best.
Yes.
Now, you want to get it, you want your cancer? You want to be above cancer? Yes, then get up off of your behind and get to work and start making some money.
Remember, Eric, we'll eventually get it. It was like flat screen TVs when they first came out. Remember, first all the rich people had them, and then about after 20 years later, then we got them.
That's right.
There's hope on them.
There's going to be 20 years of the billionaires not dying of cancer while we still are, and then we'll catch up.
And somehow rednecks will get it. You know, like I feel like rednecks and like real country people were getting flat screens when the rich people were getting them.
We stole them.
That's because they got the whole thing off the back of the truck.
I know a guy that works at Walmart, and he let me have a couple.
I remember one Christmas.
I just don't care about that.
Christmas 1974, when all of a sudden all the kids, we were living in an apartment complex across from the Memphis airport, and all the kids got all these electronics. I got a TV for my room. My sister got a nice sound system, everything. I found out later that there's somebody my dad knew. Got it off the back of a truck. Yep. It's all stolen goods.
So
like,
what?
Hey, there's a problem with my TV, Dad. Do we have a warranty? Shut up. Put more tinfoil around the antenna.
Did you like your
give it
gift?
a smack.
Did you like your gift?
I loved my gift.
It was the thought that counts.
It was the thought that the fact that my father was willing to buy hot goods to make my 1974 10th year Christmas
I like hot goods.
special. Well, they're hot because they're stolen.
I know. I like the name. I feel like that would be like that ladies only bar. Hot goods.
Oh, it's got to be spelled with a Z though. Hot goods.
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
HAWT.
That's right.
Look and see if there's a porn site. Oh, you can't. Do you have your own devices? Do you have like your phone or something, George?
It's dead at the moment.
Why is your phone always dead?
I
Don't you work this out? You don't even like my wife like this. I say to my wife, just plug it in while you're sleeping. Why? She just refuses to do it.
Edge,
you do sleep, however, for a number of hours in a row.
That's true.
Bring a charger
How
to
much is
work.
that charging now?
Look, guys.
Listen,
I'll
no,
start-
George. George, no. You are under the spotlight, and we expect answers. Damn it.
I will.
That's where you're supposed to go. You can't handle the truth. I'm just saying, just plug it in while you're asleep. That's the easiest thing to do. Even if you only get 4 hours of sleep, that's fine.
You're right.
I got a feeling. How much sleep are you getting a night?
I get plenty of sleep.
Do you? Are you
That's not the excuse.
all nude, rolling around in your bed?
Eric was up all night in his hot tub.
Yeah.
So are you? Do you get? What would you say? 6 hours a day or 7 or?
I get 8 or 8 plus.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good for you. That's good.
Lucky.
I want to get myself to start doing that because I know that at my age I should be getting more sleep. But I'm like, well, I haven't had that first heart attack yet.
Well, you like to.
And here's the game that they play in your head: that there is something called a first heart attack.
Well, get that score or whatever that Melinda talks about.
Yeah, don't most of them just you're gone. I don't know. I've had myself checked out many times.
All right. What's your score?
I don't know that kind of score. I'm
12.
saying it's the same old thing. You know, the old-fashioned way, when they put that stethoscope up to you, they can hear blockages and things.
No, they can't.
Yes, they
No,
can.
They need,
What do they put it up there for? What are they checking for?
They're
listen
checking
for,
your
like,
lungs
murmurs.
and
Yeah,
murmurs
your
and
lungs.
the heartbeat.
REM's first
Yeah,
album?
you-
Yes, murmur.
you need a sonogram.
Oh, you making fun of that album? It's a great album.
No, I like
It's a
that
wonderful
song.
album.
Yes, Radio Free Europe.
You know, there's a faster version.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You know there's a faster
Is it,
We'll
on,
talk-
is it on Dead Letter Office?
I believe it is.
Yes.
So,
With the voice
uh,
of Harold?
Jared is here, and King of the Road.
Yes, a very good
Their
version
of King of the Road.
Yes.
Great version of, what's the guy's name? Roger
Miller.
Yeah.
King of the Road.
Great. Listen to the REM version. Very great. I don't know how we got here. All I know is that George
attacks.
Clark's getting way more sleep than I am.
Just go to
And
bed.
he is under he's only 32 years old.
It's because you doom scroll YouTube at night. That's your
No,
problem.
that's definitely
in
not
your
it.
hot tub.
That's
And
definitely
then
not
that
it.
meteor hit your face, and that was the sign.
You know what I found
Go
out?
to bed.
Before the meteor hit my face, you know what I found out?
What?
You're not supposed to wear AirPods in hot tubs.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
The
Why would you-
moisture keep going up there, and the moisture in the water and all that just not good
I
for
wouldn't
it.
wear
So not in
headphones
the
in
shower?
general.
What's that?
So not in the shower either.
Well, I thought that went without saying.
Well, they have a lot of
There's
radiation,
water
too, so
actually.
you want to consider that.
Well, what's that going to do?
Uh-oh.
Are you saying you just won't use them because you think they're giving you ear cancer?
Well, they're not as good for you as the ones that are connected with a wire.
Because you believe the frequencies
There's Wi-Fi
are...
coming into your head
Well,
constantly.
there's Wi-Fi all over the place,
Well,
everywhere
you don't
go.
need more.
Your whole house is nothing but just Wi-Fi signals flying
Going
through your
everywhere.
body
That's a good
all,
point, Tim.
all the
you don't
time.
need more.
I don't
It's
like-
reduced. What is that like by the power of squares or whatever? It's
Yes.
reduced a bunch by distance. So putting it right against your head is bad. Like-
So, are you saying they know, the people who know, when we say those people, they know that we're all getting brain cancer from this, but they don't care?
Yeah, they don't care. They'll make a buck.
They'll put a warning or something and something you click in your terms and conditions.
Is it in there somewhere?
I'm sure it is.
Almost
Oh, and you
certain
do
to
it-
get brain cancer.
And in that that fancy box that it comes in, your AirPods,
Yeah.
there is that like piece of paper that's folded a bajillion times with teensy writing on it. I bet you it's in there.
May fry your brain.
Well, see, I don't like
Did
with
George Stein just die? Look out there. Is he all right?
Oh yeah, he's good. He's just chilling.
Is he
Shelley's
the
a
living
laugh
dead?
riot.
Is that what you're saying?
Huh? No, he's just got his head down and his head.
brains.
He looks like he just went.
You wouldn't be able to tell by his voice if he was.
Oh my gosh, the AirPods, they're in his ears.
Yeah, before
the
I saw-
AirPods are in his ears.
Before I looked, I just assumed that a noise like this happened. It's just like, and I hope I'm wrong.
It's been a long day of justice.
It'd be awful if we get to the top of the hour and it's like, oh, George can't be here. just passed away in the nation.
Well, we got George right here.
Oh,
R.I.P.
Eric.
George, I want you to know you were great while you lasted.
It's a thing. Thanks, Eric.
You think he's sleeping?
No, Shelley probably told him a funny joke, and he's frozen in laughter.
He does appear to be frozen. Go push him. Jared, just go push him. I got to see signs of life.
Well, let me write the
Get
traffic.
a stick and just poke him.
Tim, you go touch him.
Jeez, I don't want to. Is he dead?
Go poke him. I just have to know. And then we're doing all these jokes and be like, oh, no, call him.
Oh, no.
Oh, there it is. His head just came up. All right, everything's good. We're good. We're
Guys,
greenlit.
that was a
no
close
problem.
one.
Good to see you, George. He just waved back. Alex Williams says there's a crash. It was like a wave with a question mark. Huh? Alex Williams says there's a crash on 75 in Ackworth.
That's right, Eric, where it's actually been raining a little bit as well on the wet pavement. We see this left lane crash still there, 75 northbound north of Wade Green Road, exit 273. Slow behind it back to Highway 5 in Marietta. 575 north and southbound. Also seeing a few brake lights between Woodstock and Holly Springs where the rain has been falling as well. And a crash working in Woodstock, Highway 92 at Londonderry Drive. Looks like the eastbound lanes are definitely jammed up. Westbound slow as well there. This is all east of I-575. And we're still watching this crash on I-20 in East Atlanta, Stephanie Stallworth.
They've been working on this one for a while. 20 as you travel westbound past Moreland Avenue. Starting out in the left center lane, got the vehicles on the right shoulder, but response still takes out your right travel lane. Just use some caution as you approach. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Tomorrow on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto, I'm seeing lots of stories suggesting that the political identity of the United States has shifted after the Democrats' big week. I'm here to push back and say that the Democrats had a big week for the exact same reasons Trump and Republicans had a big week last November. I'll explain why and cover the latest news of the night tomorrow night from 11 to midnight on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto.
Veterans Day is November 11th, and Findlay Roofing honors our local vets. Who's the bestest boy, Rufus? Dave Baker here. Right now, veterans get a special $1,500 discount on roof replacement, and 0% financing is available. FindlayRoofing.com.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
For heaven's sakes, y'all, don't cook this Thanksgiving. This is Tom Murphy, and for over 40 years, Murphy's Restaurant in the Virginia Highlands has offered exquisite, complete takeaway meals, including roast turkey breasts and all the fixings, including your choice of a whole pie. You can even add wine to the order. Just pick up, heat, and eat. Let our talented chefs handle everything. Just go to murphysatlanta.com. That's murphysatlanta.com. Order today, murphysatlanta.com.
When it comes to driving around here, I like to say expect the unexpected. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates. You're not expecting to get into a crash, but when you do, call the guy I trust, John Foy. Get the strong arm to fight for you. JohnFoy.com.
It's November, and I'm counting my blessings, my family, my friends, and my Aero Exterminators team member, Ken. While I'm making my Thanksgiving guest list, I know that Ken, my Aero team member, has protected my home from all those unwanted guests. Aero's been family-owned for over 61 years, and with a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee and environmentally friendly solutions. Call for your free pest inspection. Call 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com and tell them Belinda sent you.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
What were you saying?
Yeah, what was that?
Boy,
What?
I hope none of the microphones are on. Although, that was hilarious.
Yes, it was.
What happened? What'd you say?
Sorry, they moved to Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, come to the ATL.
Move to Atlanta, and you'll know all the cancelable stuff that Eric Von Hessler says in between during the commercials. So George is alive, and he's here. We'll talk to him after at the top of the hour. I should have asked to get this audio, but instead I'll just read it. It's okay. But you know who Jamie Dimon is?
Mm-hmm.
He's the oligarch that's in charge of J.P. Morgan.
The big banker, bro.
Yeah, and he was asked why they're not on the list of companies that donated money toward the White House's ballroom, the new ballroom, because it's just full of all kinds of companies that have a lot of business in front of the government, a lot of regulations that they don't, and so they're giving millions and millions of dollars to the president to try to buy his affection so that he will allow them to keep screwing their customers, basically. So ask about this, why they didn't get involved. Jamie Dimon said, we have an issue, okay, which is anything we do, since we do a lot of contracts with governments here and around the world, we have to be very careful about how anything is perceived and also how the next DOJ is going to deal with it. So we're quite conscious of risk we bear by doing anything that looks like buying favors or anything like that. So do we do things like that? We ask ourselves, do we do things like that? And by the way, we also have policies where we don't do certain things because it makes it easier for us. So they'll give to like the inaugurations and things like that and the balls and the parties because there's a long tradition of doing that. Now, he's hitting at a couple things here, which is we're not wrong when we think that this is buying favors. Google and Apple and Lockheed and all the people,
Meta.
$350 million that's being raised for this eyesore that's going to be larger than the White House itself, is all that. Oh, it's private. It's not taxpayers. No, it's not private. Private would be you and your neighbors and everybody in the country, right? That'd be the old-fashioned Jimmy Stewart way. Hey, we need a new ballroom. And so schools, 5th grades, they all chip in $50 a piece, and the kids
Well, let's
bring
have a
cans.
talent show.
And so, no, it's not like that. No, a bunch of companies that have a lot of business that want the favor of the President of the United States are giving money for his pet project. Also, something that you can see in here that he is smart about is recognizing the new reality. And that is that you have to be careful how wrapped up you get with any administration because lawfare is here to stay. What he's saying is they're counting that on the future, every incoming administration will be suing and indicting individuals and entities tied to the outgoing administration. This is why it never should have been started by the Democrats a few years ago when Trump was out of office. And worse than that, the fact that it has been cemented as it's okay to do this with the Trump administration now engaging in it all over the place. Yes, I said it. It was bad when Biden did it. It's worse that Trump's doing it because now it's become the new normal. Alex Williams says a crash and
rain.
It sounds like two things that go together. A crash and rain. Hey, you want to
crash
anyway,
and rain.
It's sad. There's a crash, and that's a serious thing. But also the rain is slowing 75 in Cobb.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. We're still watching this crash on the jam cam in Ackworth, 75 northbound, north of Wade Green Road, exit 273, where it's been raining. It's still in the left lane. You're slow back toward North Marietta Parkway. Might want to think about the express lanes or Highway 41 as an alternate. Still working that crash. Highway 92 near Londonderry Drive and Woodstock jamming up that ride in both directions. And we're also seeing a slow ride on 285 through DeKalb County. Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, I got a problem that just moved on from there. It was 285 headed eastbound before I-20. Just cleared that, but you're still on the brakes right around 675 trying to get towards I-20. Also, it was out on 285 south, 85 down to Highway 78 below the limit for you. A little trouble also DeKalb Flat Shoals Parkway at Boring with some slowdowns with the incident. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The holidays are approaching, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping on the buy one, get one deals each week. Hey, it's Mark Aram. Yeah, there are BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. I love going in there and just following the yellow brick road of BOGOs. Save when you shop with the latest buy one, get one free items, deals on your favorites, and make sure you check out the BOGO deals before you shop. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
The wait is over. AC/DC's back live Power Up Tour, August 27th. Mercedes-Benz Stadium with the Pretty Reckless. Don't wait. Buy your ticket right now. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. August 27th, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Don't miss AC/DC. Oh, yeah!
At the Original Mattress Factory, we make mattress shopping easy. We offer our lowest and best price to everyone, every day, so you can shop when you're ready. We show you exactly what's inside of our mattresses so you can see and feel the quality for yourself to ensure you're getting the best value. And we offer a no-pressure shopping experience. Our team is here to help you find the best mattress for you. It's that easy. Visit an OMF location today to see the Original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
And the holiday season is officially underway. Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling. You and I both know that there's nothing worse than having a house full of family and friends and your HVAC system goes all wonky. So right now, Coolray's offering up to $2,250 back in rebates and free installation with the purchase of a complete Carrier system. You take care of your family and friends, Coolray will take care of keeping everyone comfortable. Call or go online today at Coolray.com and book your appointment. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
You're building a deck or adding a room, that's wonderful. But if you skip hiring an architect trying to save money, well, the builder's going to need drawings anyway. They're going to hire an architect regardless and mark up their fees to you. That's why it's smarter to start your project at Sketchhouse. Hi, I'm Richard Taylor, architect at Sketchhouse. At Sketchhouse, we'll make sure your plans are code and zoning compliant, they'll be creative, and they will look great. You're going to save thousands of dollars with Sketchhouse Architects. We're going to make this easy for you. Go to sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, H-A-U-S, sketchhouse.com.
Sell your home with Mark Spain Real Estate and get the strongest cash offer in the industry. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Mark Spain Real Estate's been in the business for nearly 30 years and has helped more than 72,000 satisfied clients. Trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top story. Airlines stay mostly on schedule today on day one of flight reductions due to the government shutdown. Reporter Karen Waugh says it's starting slowly and could eventually reach up to 10% of flights.
So airlines are trying to roll out these cuts as gradually as possible to affect as few people as possible. Airlines have canceled less than 4% of flights today. They're going to ramp up a little bit next next week, canceling about 10% of flights to then.
Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta is among the nation's busiest airports ordered to reduce flights.
Those ramping cuts have many travelers flying out today concerned about whether they'll be able to make it back home.
It's just difficult to understand how they just can't figure this out. You know, it's going to impact everybody.
I'm praying that they get this together because this is horrible.
The FAA says the goal is to keep air travel safe, with many air traffic controllers calling out or leaving their jobs after weeks without pay. Hartsfield-Jackson says it's working to continue giving travelers an optimal experience. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
70 degrees in Atlanta. Will rain move out for the weekend and brace for bitter cold to start next week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This is new at 5 o'clock. The Trump administration will fully fund SNAP benefits for November. The USDA announcing today it is complying with a federal court order to fund the food stamp program. The agency says the process should be done by the end of the day. The leader of an illegal drug operation servicing the Atlanta area is convicted while behind bars in Georgia.
The home base for Jarvis Matthews' multi-million-dollar drug trafficking and money laundering operation was a jail cell inside the Calhoun State Prison, where he was serving a life sentence for murder. According to the U.S. Attorney in Atlanta, Matthews was orchestrating it all through a contraband cell phone. His help on the outside, his fiancee, girlfriends, and 2 grown sons. A jury finds Matthews guilty of conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute methamphetamine, heroin, and fentanyl, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. He'll serve 25 years in federal prison. That's in addition to his life sentence for murder. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Sandy Springs-based UPS is hit with a class action lawsuit just days after the cargo plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky. It was filed on behalf of someone who lived near the crash site and 2 impacted businesses. UPS, GE, who made the plane's engine, and Boeing, the maker of the plane, have all been sued. A new health clinic from Must Ministries aims to address community needs in Cobb County.
Estimates show that in Georgia, as many as 1.2 million people live without health insurance. Ike Reichert, CEO of Must Ministries, says affordability is a barrier to care.
So many times you see people that if they would have gotten medical attention earlier, they could have prevented something that got exacerbated.
He hopes the new clinic will be a resource for people in the community who can't afford certain services in a traditional doctor's office. The clinic provides pediatric care, lab testing, and even counseling services. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
With freezing temperatures on the way to Metro Atlanta, Georgia Power is lending a hand to homeowners in need.
For many Georgians, it's the normal advice to protect your home from the cold, checking insulation, sealing any leaks, and changing your air filter. But Amanda Sowles with Georgia Power says there's extra help for others, including a home energy improvement program.
You can receive over $1,000 in rebates to kind of replace and upgrade some energy efficient things in your home.
And those who qualify can also get service discounts and even a contractor to come out for free to make improvements for better energy efficiency as the first blast of winter hits North Georgia. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
Roswell wants to make its streets safer and more walkable. Chief Operating Officer Don Stevens says it's been an ongoing issue.
Mayor Wilson and the elected folks on our council, one of the top concerns that they have consistently heard from our residents is neighborhood speed and traffic volumes.
Roswell's Slow Down initiative begins in 2026. They'll be collecting data, testing temporary changes like speed cushions, roadside markers, and signs to see what would be the best permanent solution going forward. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, refreshing that ride to the northern suburbs. Not too bad this evening. 85 northbound out of DeKalb up into Norcross, but the heavy delays do start just north of Highway 316 in Duluth up to I-985 in Swanee. Just watch trouble clear on I-85 southbound right at the end of the ramp from Highway 317 Lawrenceville Swanee Road to I-85 southbound. 400 northbound, you're tapping the brakes in Sandy Springs between Abernathy and Northridge Road. We're still watching trouble on I-75 in Ackworth. Stephanie Stallworth.
Yes, that crash out there, 75 headed north, just past Wade Green, exit 273. Extra heavy volume, really coming up from the south and north loops as you head all the way out through that area. Also, 575 northbound reports of an issue as you're ramping in from Highway 92. Woodstock plus on 92 still working. That crash just east of Main Street. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies prevail for this evening with an isolated rain shower possible for the ride home. The majority of the rain will arrive after midnight into early tomorrow morning, and temperatures will fall into the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, the rain moves moves out, still warm, highs in the mid-70s. The big cool down begins on Sunday, starting through the afternoon, high 66, but dropping quickly into the upper 20s, low 30s for Monday morning. Staying chilly Monday afternoon, highs in the low 40s. Another hard freeze in the forecast for Tuesday morning with lows in the upper 20s.
69 in Duluth, 67 in Waleska, and 68 in Hampton. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. George Stein is here. George, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good week of justice, I hope?
Yes.
You got a coat, but no tie. That says to me that you did see a courtroom today. You got out of there, you pulled that tie off, and you said, I'm a free man.
Immediately, yes.
Before we get to those individual stories, it's a law story. I was talking about the lawfare before we went to break.
Yes.
And J.P. Diamond of J.P. Morgan talking about why they didn't give any money to the new ballroom in the White House because maybe a perception that they're looking for favors, and they have a lot of different contracts with not only this government, but other governments. And he also said, we have to think about what a future Department of Justice, how they're going to look at this kind of stuff. And we have to, and I was lamenting the fact that, well, because the Biden administration started it against Trump, and now Trump's doing it against, the prosecutors that were part of that and heads of departments that were part of that. Now it's been cemented in. This is the lay of the land. And it's not good for the country. And people always knew it wouldn't be good for the country, that people who are running for re-election or running for election, like J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio, they should not in their mind be thinking, if we lose this election, I might go to jail. That's when you have real violence at the polls. That when people not only feel like they could possibly lose their power, but by losing their power, they go to jail. Don't you have some Steve Bannon? Somebody has some Steve Bannon. Listen to what Steve Bannon is saying. And that, this is the same guy who's out there running around saying Trump has to have a third term because God ordained it. Now, I don't buy the idea of this W.C. Fields looking dude as being a messenger from God, but it makes the point that someone like Steve Bannon feels like the next election is more than, does the country go the way I want it?
If we lose the midterms and we lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included.
This is what people, including myself, have been saying for years. It's the reason that Dick Nixon wasn't put on trial. That there was this thought, you don't want to go down this road. The reason when we look at banana republics and stuff like that, and there's always violence around the elections, is because the people who are in power know what's going to happen to them if they lose that election. We, for 200 some odd years, understood not to do that as part of our system. And just like everything else, that's just blown away. So
they were so old, they didn't know then.
That's why I'm going to, I think my end of my radio career will be February 28, and then you'll just never hear from me ever again. I'll be fine as long as the entire system doesn't collapse.
So they'll be knocking at your door, Eric.
Yeah. What do they want?
Exactly. They'll find something on you.
I'm not going to.
They'll find something
I'm
on
over.
you.
I'm
Hot tub
just
tax.
hot tub. Well, I'll pay it. Just get out of my face. All right, George Stein. Well, lawfare is a thing that happens in like what we consider to be third world countries, because the junta comes in and then everybody gets, in those systems, everybody gets lined up and shot from the previous administration. But this is going to be everybody has to worry about being sued if they worked with or worked in an administration from now on.
Well, I'd like to think that more rational minds would prevail in the future, and I tend to think they will.
You do?
Yes.
You don't think Gavin Newsom would just kind of do the same thing to... what about what's going on right now with these Venezuelan boats? I see that as rogue nation stuff. Now, I'm not in the court system, but there's a case to be made that those are crimes against humanity. If you push back on what I just said, that's fine. I'm just saying there is, without a doubt, a case that can be made. Will it win? I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's a case that can be made. And if you get people in there who hated Trump and hated whatever, like, hey, let's look at this. Let's go find the one person who had nothing to do with the drug trade, who is blown up. You see what I'm saying?
Sure. Well, I mean,
it's dangerous.
Diamond is in the banking industry, so
Yeah.
he probably doesn't want to be scrutinized.
Still too much.
Overly, too. But, I mean, just to say, for donating for a new ballroom, an extension on the White House by itself, I don't know if that's going to precipitate, being scrutinized.
No, but what he's saying is it falls into a practice that we have to make sure
Yes.
that we don't ever even get into the perceptions of that sort of thing. But I think it's interesting that you brought up the DOJ. Biden went after Trump when he was out of office. Now Trump's going after all the prosecutors that were involved in that. I'm glad that you have an optimistic mindset that the next administration, Republican or Democrat, is going to see the folly of that and move away from it. And I hope that you're right. But let's get into some law stories.
We have two big Supreme Court
That sounds
stories.
stupid. Law stories.
Law stories.
Law stories. So get to the legal underpinnings of the headlines of the day.
We got a kind of a double-pronged Supreme Court story here. Number one, the first prong, we've been talking about tariffs a lot this week,
Yes.
and we've been waiting to call upon George Stein to figure out whether or not these tariffs are going to be struck down
All right,
in the Supreme Court.
To me, this is a slam dunk. I don't know how familiar you are with what they're actually, the question is whether he has the power, given what the act from 1977, I believe, from Congress, to do this. No one believes that he does that isn't in the administration. So my guess is he's going to lose on that account.
Well, you never know. It's hard to predict the Supreme Court and what they'll do or what sort of, dodgy sort of opinion they might come up with.
The questioning would make you believe that it's going to be a hard sell.
Right. The key issue is whether the Emergency International Economic Powers Act applies.
AIPA. It's called AIPA.
If it applies, and that's what Trump is invoking, and he's saying that, that's giving him the authority. Although
Emergency powers.
Emergency powers doesn't mention the word tariffs.
Right.
So
there's the main problem right there.
So yeah, they, and they say it's sort of likened to a tax, and
it is.
Congress is empowered to impose taxes, not
the
president. So.
It's not looking good.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a split decision. We'll see who goes which way and what sort of justification they come up with.
My guess is it won't be. I'll speculate that there may be one or two that are against it, but I think this is a slam dunk because it's not saying whether or not tariffs are good or bad. It's just questioning where they're supposed to come from. And they're supposed to come from Congress for a very good reason, because you don't want the president on a whim, no matter who the president is, to just be mad at a country and destroy an industry in America because they're mad at some other country. I'm not saying that's what Trump's doing. I'm saying that's the spirit of the law. And Republicans for years and years and years have been saying that when it comes to the Supreme Court, they are for originalist, which means, what did the founders mean when they were writing the Constitution? What was meant by different entities when they were arguing about the amendments? What was the original spirit of these things? And Republicans have to apply that to what was Congress thinking in the 1970s when they created this act, right? It's a Republican response to say the people writing this never perceived that it would cover this, so therefore it doesn't.
Right. Well, we'll see what they say about that.
Yeah, my guess is maybe one. Maybe you get like Clarence. You might even get Clarence Thomas on this.
Right. Well, they say even if Trump loses on this issue, that there's other ways he can impose it under a different name, under licensing.
Yeah, he can do some different things, and also there's some scuttlebutt that the reason that he wants the Senate to get rid of the filibuster is less about the government reopening and more about, I think the Supreme Court's going to say, I need Congress to do these tariffs, and he's not going to want to have 60 votes for all these ideas once that happens. So that's a possibility. What's the next story?
The second prong in the Supreme Court, they deliberated today on whether...
Prong? I know what you're thinking.
You don't know what I'm thinking.
Do I know what you're thinking?
They deliberated today on whether or not to take up the argument to get rid of same-sex marriage,
Now,
at least from
this
the
is
federal
not
level.
In the Supreme Court. There were no arguments
correct.
made.
They deliberated whether or not to take it up.
They get together and they consider cases to take up in the future.
When somebody contests a case or appeals a case, they submit a writ of certiorari to see, and that the Supreme Court then considers whether or not they even want to hear it or take it. And they don't have to And I suspect they won't take this.
I don't think so. It's a very bizarre thing. The idea, if you overturn something like the abortion
Roe v. Wade
decision, Roe v. Wade, that's basically you're saying that's just something where you go, okay, from today forward. But are you going to go back and tell, oh, hey, you've been married for a decade, but now you're not married anymore? Like, that doesn't make...
It was bizarre. Like,
yeah.
listening to people make arguments for getting rid of it. There were people that are like, well, if you're married before this decision, then
you're
you'll
going to be
fine.
grandfathered in?
But in the future, though, it won't be able to happen. You'll have to move to a state that
idea.
allows it.
Here's an idea. Since there is bipartisan support for this, I feel that there is overwhelming... Obviously, a lot of people are against it, but I think that you've got like a 55% or more in the country that are
I'm
for
against
it.
it.
Okay, so yeah, Lindsay, stop me before I shoot again, right? How about Congress just creates a law? I mean, because then, you can challenge a law at the Supreme Court, but it's much more difficult. You're not just asking you're not just going and saying, hey, we think this previous court got it wrong. Can you look at it again and see if challenging a law is more difficult, right? So how about that? Like, can we stop putting everything in the hands of the Supreme Court? If you're in favor of gay marriage, you're living in a time where you have overwhelming support for it. Get your politicians to pass a law and get it out of the hands of the Supreme Court. Yes, I know you can challenge a law. Write it so that it's constitutional. Alex Williams says it's a crowded ride through downtown.
Yeah, slow this afternoon for sure, Eric. We are watching the brake light battle start southbound at the 85-400 merge. 75 delays right around Howell Mill, exit 252 there in northwest Atlanta. And it's going to stay crowded and slow until you get down to I-20. 75-85 northbound, that's also packed in. Highway 166 up toward Peachtree, Pine Street. And that slow downtown northbound ride is why you're seeing the extra pressure on I-20 westbound from Moreland Avenue, just trying to ramp onto I-75-85. Finally, some better news on I-75 northwest of town. Stephanie Stallworth.
You finally got that crash out of there if you're traveling 75 northbound out past Wade Green. Your busiest, though, northbound, Marietta out through the Ackworth area. Also 575, very slow for you now. Kennesaw out through Holly Springs. This report sponsored by Georgia United Credit Union. Ready for a financial partner that puts you first? Discover the difference at Georgia United Credit Union. Visit gucu.org/join. Insured by NCUA. From the Cool Rate Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
It's the longest government shutdown in history.
The Trump administration told a judge that families that rely on SNAP will get 50% of their monthly food assistance allotment during this shutdown.
Republicans blame Democrats.
Who President Trump called extortionists.
Democrats blame Republicans.
It's time to sit down and negotiate with Democrats.
The American people blame both.
Workers pray leaders in Washington will come to a compromise.
What happens next?
Tune in often throughout the day for the very latest 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Well, Chris, as you know, time just keeps on ticking. We're putting another year under our belt, so it seems like a really good time to take stock of our financial lives and put together that plan that's built to last.
There are occasions throughout the year where I feel like it's critical for people to engage their financial lives and get the information that they deserve from a financial advisory team. And this is one of those times, to be quite frank. So we ask that you call us if you have a minimum of $500,000 in your full portfolio. But we're going to do away with that minimum so that those folks can have an equal opportunity to understand what's in their portfolio as well. Now, you have to have some money, right? I can't help you to build your wealth at work, right? But I sure can help, I believe, with your 401k, IRA management. There's probably 2 or 3 things that'll surprise you that you may want to take action on. So the next 10 people that call in, we'll work up either a portfolio x-ray, or if you feel like you need a full retirement plan, go to unleashyourmoney.com, click on portfolio x-ray, or click on full retirement plan. We think you'll be impressed enough, and we want you to become a client. There's no question about it. We believe that we are a very competent fiduciary advisory team, and we want to offer that to our listeners. Let Hoffman Financial Group actually show you how we perform, and I believe we perform at the pinnacle of this industry.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group at 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
I'm Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. This November, we're buying back your old gold and jewelry or giving you an extra 50% off in-store credit when you trade it in for something new. And there's no better time to get your jewelry appraised than now. Our experts will make sure that you get the most value for your pieces. Visit one of our 3 locations in Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg, or book your private appointment online at SolomonBrothers.com. Solomon Brothers Buyback Month. Luxury evolves. Let yours shine.
Imagine having your guests arrive for the holidays in your cluttered walk-in closet, disorganized pantry, dirt-stained mudroom, box-filled garage, and master closet with outdated wire racks have all been professionally upgraded to maximize their space and potential by the team at Artisan Custom Closets. Dave Baker here. Schedule your free design consultation today with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com and reward yourself with affordable luxury over the holidays. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
If you have Medicaid and are new to Medicare, you may qualify to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan with a lot more benefits like dental, vision, and hearing, along with helpful support when you need it most. Now is the time to see if you qualify to enroll. It only takes a few minutes to find out if you're eligible. Our licensed sales agents are ready to help you understand your options. So this Medicare planning season, we can help you plan well. Learn more at humanaduals.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a dual-eligible special needs HMO SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
This show is getting in the way of my compliance training.
That's the important information right there.
No,
you need to be compliant.
Yeah, I know. It does sound vaguely.
Are you complying with the regulations we have put into your office building?
And worse than that, it's making me a less healthy person because I take this time in the breaks to walk the building to get my steps in. I gotta do the compliance training. George, yes?
Compliance makes you healthy.
That's what the people at the top want you to think.
Yeah, compliance makes you very healthy, in which you can live.
Are you in compliance?
I'm just glad that you clicked the right link that they told you to click and not the wrong link.
I don't know. I'm just playing the videos, and then just give me the test. I think I'm smart enough to understand. I'm 61 years old. I think I can take this test blindly, but you can't get to it without pretending to watch the videos. Yes.
You want me to file you an exception?
Please, could you do that, George?
I'll do that. I'll do an emergency order.
I'll make up a new religion and just say that, there's only one rule. You can't take compliance training. I think that'll hold up in court, right? Speaking of holding up in court, what other law stories do... Oh, by the way, George Stein, why don't you let people know how you can get more George Stein?
Yes, in your time of need, if you want a battle-tested lawyer, remember this. We focus on 2 things. Been arrested for a DUI and want an excellent defense? Go to georgestein.com. Been in a motorcycle accident? If somebody's caused you to lay your bike down, go to steelhorselaw.com.
All right, what do you got here?
All right, you got choices here. You got
choices?
3 choices here.
Ooh.
How about the criminal one?
Ooh,
that
one is good.
I'll go with George.
So you want to go with Antonio Brown?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Ex-NFL star Antonio Brown was arrested on an attempted murder charge. They brought him back from Dubai and extradited him to Miami.
So this happened back in the early summer or something, I think, in New Orleans?
Well,
was it in New Orleans?
Wasn't it Miami?
I believe it was Miami.
It was Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miami, yeah.
It was in Miami. Apparently, somebody stole his watch or something, and there was a moment where he was in danger. But then, after that danger was gone, he went and got a gun, found the guy, and did he shoot him or shoot at him?
Well, he shot at him and it grazed his neck.
Okay. And I think what you're going to tell me is if he had done that in the moment that the guy was trying to steal his watch, he would have been fine. but there's a difference when time passes.
Yeah, I mean, it's called self-defense, and if the imminent danger of harm is already passed, then it's an aggressive act that's deemed by the law to be illegal.
So his job was to go to a cop, describe the individual, and make a complaint, right?
Now,
not go get a gun and go search for the guy.
His side of the story, though, is that he was still in the crowd. They were trying to steal his jewelry. They were beating him up or attempting to beat him up and rob him. And he felt that the imminent danger of harm was still right there. It was still there. And that's going to be his defense.
Now, if you were his lawyer, you say, well, leaving the country for months and months and months and refusing to come back home until you were arrested and extradited, that doesn't look good.
No, whenever you engage in flight, it's not a good thing. I mean, I've dealt with that before in court, and I told the judge, well, my client's not a frequent flyer. But
do judges like a little joke here and there?
I think so. I think they enjoy it.
Yes.
Levity.
So if he, outside of the fact that there was flight involved and he wouldn't come back, do you think he has a decent case?
I think he does. I think he's a little bit overcharged.
Mm-hmm.
He's facing 15 years in prison. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to plead to a lesser included
You know
crime.
the best thing you can do for Antonio Brown and the rest of society?
What?
Just say 15 years of psychiatric evaluation.
Yes.
You have to go sit down once a week and talk to somebody. And I think that would help him and the rest of society.
I know we didn't have time to get to this.
Because he's headed for some kind of really bad end.
I know we didn't have time to get to this, guys, but believe it or not, the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively saga continues.
Oh,
it
wow.
continues.
Well,
$160 million for Blake Lively.
I've ignored it up to this point, so I have no problem ignoring it as we move on. George Stein, have a great week. Thanks for coming in. Alex Williams is checking the slow spots around 285.
Starting in DeKalb, we're 285 southbound. The inner loop is packed in, Eric, from I-85, trying to get down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway in Clarkston. 285 east and northbound, southeast leg of the perimeter. That one's also slow in DeKalb, leaving 675. You're bunched up trying to get past that I-20 interchange that is exit 46. And we've been keeping an eye on a crash. Looks to have cleared Flat Shoals Parkway at Boring Road. Checking 285 west and south on the outer loop at Stephanie Stallworth.
That outer loop drive free there, 285 as you travel southbound. Pretty sluggo now. Sandy Springs down past 75, down through the I-20 interchange before you catch a break. Northbound side, going to find the inner loop on the brakes as you travel past Camp Creek, then again through I-20, again through Smyrna and Vinings before things get a little better on that wet pavement. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
This is Scott Slade. When it comes to your engagement ring, there's only one place I'd recommend. Tara Fine Jewelry Company, known for exceptional standards, craftsmanship, and legendary customer service. Tara's passion runs through every design they craft. Engagement rings you'll be proud to gift, cherish, and wear for a lifetime. You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. When it comes to your promise of forever, only a Tara diamond will do. Tara, specializing in diamonds of absolute beauty and legendary customer service since 1985.
The NBA season's rollin', and DraftKings' newest game, Pick 6, is the easiest way to play for your shot at big wins. NBA stars are lighting it up. Now their numbers aren't just highlights. They're your shot to cash in. Here's how it works. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. New DraftKings customers get $50 in Pick 6 credits with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Pick, play, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code AtlantaTalk. That's code AtlantaTalk. Play just $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Does this sound like you, where every step or reach is a reminder of what hurts, a reminder of what you're not able to do and how far you've drifted from the life you used to have when you didn't feel that pain? Good news for you, because relief is closer than you think, and it doesn't have to come from a scalpel. What if it could come from you? It's Mark Aaron from my pals at QC Kinetics, where they tap into your body's own regenerative power using natural healing factors that help restore and repair damaged tissue, reduce inflammation, and relieve pain at its source. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery. And this Veterans Day, QC Kinetics is giving back to their heroes. Veterans will get $500 off their treatment, and for every non-veteran who starts care, QC Kinetics will donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. A great time to book your free consultation. So call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. Locations in Decatur, Lawrenceville, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Stockbridge, and Douglasville.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios. News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top story, the Department of Agriculture says it will begin fully funding SNAP benefits for November. The process should be done by the end of the day. CBS News White House reporter Aaron Navarro says this comes a day after a federal judge's ruling.
The Agricultural Department says that they will make a full month of funding for SNAP benefits available to states to then provide to individuals to load onto their EBT cards, as the Rhode Island judge ordered. This letter was sent to all regional directors for SNAP across the country. Comes after the Justice Department is still looking to appeal that decision from the Rhode Island judge.
A small restaurant in Pickens County is doing something to help those who have lost food assistance during the government shutdown.
The owner of the Rolling Snackle Box, Mary Hogan, says she created a pay it forward wall inside her restaurant on Highway 51. Customers can buy a meal for someone in need posted on the wall. Anybody who needs it can take it, no questions asked. Hogan says she knows all too well how it feels to be in need.
I had struggled through most of my life, either being homeless or not having money for food.
She says the community has been more than generous. Her plans are to continue the program from here on out. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
69 degrees in Atlanta. When does rain move out, and how cold will it be Monday morning? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The first lawsuit is filed in connection with the UPS plane crash in Kentucky.
The class action lawsuit names UPS, Boeing, and GE as defendants. Plaintiffs include a person at home in close proximity to the blast and suffered a range of injuries, along with local businesses that sustained significant economic damages, according to the suit. It alleges negligence on the part of the shipping company, the plane manufacturer, and the engine manufacturer, claiming the companies failed to maintain the aircraft, to properly train crews, and implement safety policies.
Jack Crumley reports plaintiffs are seeking compensatory and punitive damages. At least 13 people died in the crash. Hundreds of flights are canceled today as major airports, including Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta, are ordered to reduce flights due to the ongoing government shutdown. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says air traffic controllers are overworked.
Controller can work 6 days a week, 10 hours a day for maybe a couple weeks. But if you start doing that for a month, that creates a different set of problems.
Despite the canceled flights, anxious travelers across the country are feeling a bit of relief as airlines mostly stay on schedule. Following outcry from the community, Cobb County gets started on revised plans to remove trees along Columns Drive.
47 of the 157 trees in the roadway median on Columns Drive will be removed. Resident Mary Sad Williamson says the county listened to their concerns and adjusted their plans.
To preserve the safety of Columns Drive for the bikers, the runners, as well as the residents, and to keep it beautiful.
The county will plant 50 new trees and shrubs along the corridor. Resident Vicki Bowling says she's thrilled.
It does feel like you really want to hug a tree.
The work will wrap up by early January. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Trees Atlanta is planting almost 700 trees across the city today and tomorrow.
So to try and meet that goal just in one weekend and not have to worry about it too much for the rest of the season, we've set up this Plant Atlanta event.
Community Forestry Senior Manager Jake McDonald says through their City of Atlanta contract, the organization is required to plant at least 60 trees in all city council districts every year. Hosea Helps receives 1,000 turkeys today from Publix and Kroger for their turkey drop-off event.
Then we immediately began giving them out. There were 4 families in the lobby this morning that got turkeys. They just happened to come by.
Director of Development Elizabeth Omalami says the frozen turkeys are distributed to families on what they call their guest list of people they know are in dire need of food leading up to Thanksgiving. It is now 5:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins now with Alex Williams.
Still seeing brake lights on I-75 northbound out of Marietta up into Kennesaw and Ackworthville. You start to slow just before Highway 5 exit 267. Going to stay on and off that brake pedal till you get up to Highway 92. 575 northbound. That one's slow as well this evening from Chastain Road as you make your way up past Town Lake Parkway. Southbound also a sluggish sluggish ride on the wet pavement from Holly Springs down into Woodstock. What about I-85? How's that looking up in Gwinnett County, Stephanie Stallworth?
85 ride heading through Gwinnett. A little bit on the wet pavement for you out there. At times you're traveling north from 285, getting out past Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Problem up ahead as you make your trip out on the 985. Looks like the southbound side past H.F. Reed Industrial Parkway. Had an incident for you there with some delays in play. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies prevail for this evening with an isolated rain shower possible for the ride home. The majority of the rain will arrive after midnight into early tomorrow morning, and temperatures will fall into the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, the rain moves out, still warm, highs in the mid 70s. The big cool down begins on Sunday, starting through the afternoon, high 66, but dropping quickly into the upper 20s, low 30s for Monday morning. Staying chilly Monday afternoon, highs in the low 40s. Another hard freeze in the forecast for Tuesday morning with lows in the upper 20s.
Storm Tracker radar showing some spotty rain showers right now around the metro area. It is 67 in Alpharetta and in Douglasville. It's 69 in Jonesboro. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
You didn't choose to get in a wreck, but you can choose the best attorney to fight for you. Trust the guys I trust, the strong arm, John Foy and Associates. Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay. With personal injury attorneys, you have a lot of choices. Here's some of the reasons why I choose the strong arm. They treat you with compassion and respect. Their customer service is exceptional. They listen, communicate, and are genuine good people that don't charge you until they win. If I got in a wreck, this would be my first call. JohnFoy.com.
Picture it, your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save big on eggs. Right now, 18-count cartons of large grade A Kroger brand eggs are on sale for just $1.99 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Mega firms send a paralegal. Steelhorse sends a lawyer. SteelhorseLaw.com.
Do you have an unused vehicle sitting in your driveway? Imagine turning it into a new beginning. When you donate your car, truck, or van to Tommy Nobis Center, you're helping people with disabilities get the training and support they need to enter the workforce and build successful careers. Your vehicle donation fuels real change, giving people a chance to achieve independence and purpose. And it's easy. We'll handle everything from pickup to paperwork. Plus, it's tax deductible. Donate today at TommyNobisCenter.org. Make a difference, one vehicle at a time.
Attention veterans and active military, thank you for your service. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta will double your veterans discount in November. Veterans and active military get 10% off through November at Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. 10% off all doors, openers, any service or repair. Schedule a free in-home estimate for your new garage door or save on your annual garage door tune-up in November. Schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com or call 404 USA Door.
Well, apparently, for those of you who are looking forward to Snoop Dogg's New Year's Eve special on NBC, you'll have to wait another year.
Oh, what?
They have taken it off the table. I'm not going to do it. Now,
well, what am I going to do?
Well, there are options. You still have
not
you got
Snoop.
Ryan. You got Ryan over at ABC doing the old Dick Clark countdown. Fox News sees New Year's Eve as a patriotic holiday. So if you want July 4th, number 2, you can watch their New Year's Eve thing. And then is CNN still doing that? We all get high and drunk and do a show thing?
Yeah, the last I checked.
That's usually the best one. I knew it. The WSB's changed. I'm just telling you that
It's the best one. It's the most entertaining.
Sorry. I don't care how patriotic you are. New Year's Eve is not a patriotic holiday.
God gave us New Year's Eve to celebrate America.
It's a night where you get kind of crazy. That's the idea.
I remember when the founders created New Year's Day.
That's right. They said, salute the flag for 24 straight hours.
When John Hancock signed.
Yes. I don't know about a new year, but if you do it my way, it's okay.
Don't forget the regular Fox Network one with Steve Harvey. Do they still do that one?
I think they do that one.
And yeah, and there's a West Coast version after midnight.
I haven't seen them in a while though, because I've been at shows.
Oh,
on
You're
New
just
Year's
too
Eve.
busy.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Like, usually I don't go to New Year's Eve parties anymore. I find them to be kind of a drag.
Well,
Unless
there's all
I'll
this
have them at
buildup.
my house. It's like that's how I always am. If people want to come to my house, let's have a good time. I got to go to somebody else's house.
Well, it is such a buildup just to count down. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
another minute.
Now it's over.
Yeah.
Although, you get good and drunk. And that's what I like, to have it at my house, and I'm good and drunk, and everybody else can get the DUIs. Bye.
You don't
hope you had a good time.
Oh, man, I haven't been good and drunk in over a year.
Well,
you've been drunk, just not good and drunk.
No, not in. No, and I miss it. I love stumbling and falling.
So here's the thing in this story. They're saying that it's because of the Winter Olympics. When did the Winter Olympics start? Next February or something? Snoop Dogg was a big hit in the Summer Olympics for NBC.
He was good.
It makes sense to bring him back and do the Winter Olympics.
February 6th.
Okay, so what they're saying is we were too focused on the Winter Olympics, so we can't do this New Year's Eve show. Now, here's the thing. I'm not buying that, though. Now, I do understand you can't. It's not like they just go in February, but they're going to be doing a lot of. He's got a lot of these bits that show up with him are going to be done beforehand. Maybe he needs to travel. But my understanding about these New Year's Eve shows, like the West Coast version, like midnight happens, and then at like 12:20 or something on the Dick Clark Ryan long-running ABC countdown, right?
Yeah.
Then they switch to the West Coast, which is basically done from a club, and it's a bunch of big artists that you've heard of. My understanding was that those are done in like November. Those are done in
they're all taped ahead of time.
You can do them at any time. You don't have to do them on New Year's Eve. Now, Times Square, that happens right then. You got to be there. But these kind of Miley's New Year's Eve, I don't believe that she's there on New Year's Eve. I believe it's a show that they do, and they tell the audience, we count down to whatever, and you're doing a show. So I'm wondering if they're a little worried about, like, is it possible that, I don't know, like a reefer incident happens on New Year's Eve show, and then that becomes scandalous rolling into I don't know. But you can create, I'm not buying this story because you do not have to do this show on New Year's Eve.
Right.
You can just do it because it's more about Snoop Dogg, and he knows a lot of musicians, and you got a lot of great musicians. It's that kind of thing. It's not the Times Square thing. I don't think.
Maybe his contract, with his contract that he has with NBC, he only has so many appearances. And with the success of the Summer Olympics last time around, they used him a lot more than expected. And
yeah, but it sounds to me like NBC has said, no, that it's like mutual. So I don't know. I feel like there's a little more story there. I don't know what it is, but you could record this special tomorrow.
Yeah,
and you just tell the audience it's a New Year's Eve thing, and you direct the audience, and when you play it on New Year's Eve and times out properly, it doesn't work out if you're celebrating the New Year at 55. You need a good producer.
Snoop is known for his integrity, so maybe he just didn't want to deceive the audience.
Is that what it is? Yes, exactly.
I'm desired.
Too much lately. Too much on your plate is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Another thing happening now is the Farmer's Almanac says goodbye after 208 years. They're only going to do one more for next year. And so people say, why? And I don't know that this is the answer, but I'll throw it out there. I think it's because, they've been wrong about everything for 208 years. Doesn't that have something?
I know, but what about the tradition of them being wrong?
Are they going to start an app? Because that's how they can keep going.
I think that they're not going to. It's the other one, the old almanac or whatever. There's another one.
Richards.
Yeah, that one's going. Poor Richards.
That's what it is.
That one's going. Can you look for me, George Clark? See if you can find maybe some artificial intelligence can help with this. How often was the Farmer's Almanac wrong? Are you okay? You're like half snorting and yawning.
Suppressing a yawn.
A yawn. Am I boring you?
No, I told you this a million times. When I get cold, I yawn.
Oh, you're trying to get me to turn up the heat.
No, I didn't say a thing.
Very passive-aggressive
No.
thing to say, isn't
Well,
it?
it is cold in here, Eric.
It's not that cold in here.
I mean,
Oh,
not
it's
for
freezing
you.
in here, but I'm not going to
It's
bitch
not
about
freezing.
it. Yeah, kind of.
I just have a button-down shirt. What's wrong with you guys?
Poking through
That
your
is
shirt.
not true. You have an undershirt on underneath
Well,
that.
I always did that. I always have an undershirt.
Old school.
That's just
So
that's
if
a
you're-
sweat catcher. Yeah?
If you're to trust the Farmer's Almanac and the old Farmer's Almanac, their claim is that they have about an 80% accuracy.
Fair claim.
Yeah. So, but independent studies with meteorological reviews and things, usually put it around 20% to 50%.
That's what I would think. Because basically, it's like it started.
It's gonna be warm.
Started in the 1700s, and you would like look through tea leaves and the entrails of dead animals to find out what the weather's going to be like next September.
It's going to snow.
I always like getting the
It's cool to look at. There's lots of information.
Yeah, no,
in
but
it.
this one had a Reader's Digest
Yeah.
element to it, little jokes
Yeah.
and things like that. It's dying because the magazine,
Right,
the
100%.
magazines are gone.
I used to get them. My dad and stepmom would put them in my stocking.
Same.
And I would occasionally
Yeah.
like look through
What?
it. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
get it was a stocking stuffer.
What?
Yeah, you would get the next year as a stocking stuffer. Now I would look at it probably 1 or 2 times.
How? When was the first time you noticed? Oh, this is full of garbage. I just like this.
Oh,
all the predictions are wrong.
Oh, I knew all the time. They're like, it's going to be a very cold winter, especially for Georgia. You're like, oh,
That's what they're saying about this. By the way, that is what they're predicting. Very.
it has been a weird
a
year.
wild ride. Is that a real prediction? The Farmer's Almanac says this winter is going to be a wild ride. Do those two words?
It's going to snow one day and be 110 the next.
It's going to be a wild ride.
It has
been
prediction. It has been a weird year and very inconsistent. So I do think we're going to get snow, but that's the Jared's Almanac.
We're going to get snow Monday, apparently. Flurries. Still snow.
Well,
I don't want that.
What's wrong with flurries? Do you find it magical to wake up? There's a little snow in the air. What's
I
wrong with you?
want snow on the ground, but not enough to mess up traffic.
All right. Nobody wants it. It's Atlanta. You could have perfectly beautiful sunshine and you'd have messed up traffic. Are you going to blame the snow?
Yes, I am going to blame
Hard
the
to
snow.
get any snow, and the traffic sucks
You
constantly.
know how it is. The snow shuts our city down, which I don't like that.
Although now it's Thursday is the big day. All right, I got to turn the heat
What's Thursday? You don't
I
have
got-
to
I
turn.
gotta
You
turn the
do
heat up.
not
Tim
have to
Andrews
turn the
is
heat up.
falling asleep
I'm
on
gonna
me.
go get. I'm not falling asleep. It's a physical reaction to cold, and I looked it up. It's a real thing.
Is it a real thing?
Yes, for some people.
Well, I mean, maybe you need a heavier jacket.
I do have a heavy
Why don't
one.
you
I
come
forgot
in?
to bring it in.
Come in like a big parka.
Don't you see me put the winter coat on usually between now and 7?
I do, and I laugh. I giggle inside.
You can giggle inside, but I'm
Just
doing that so
knowing
I don't complain.
Knowing that we're doing a good show and I'm, kind of terrorizing the doctrinaires, that's a little extra on
That's
top.
what you
that
like.
makes my job
You come
so
from
fun.
that kind of job.
Yeah.
So many years prior to this.
I learned from the best.
Yes.
Is that in your compliance training, by the way, to terrorize us?
I'm in the middle of my compliance training, and it's driving me crazy because these videos that I'm not actually watching are so long. Alex Williams sees brake lights on I-20 in DeKalb.
Yeah, I was looking for trouble. I-20 westbound, just past Panola Road, exit 71, was very slow, but looks like whatever was there has cleared because those delays are getting a little bit better back toward the mall at Stonecrest. I-20 eastbound, that ride is still on the brakes through the work zone, leaving 285 to Panola Road, exit 71 in the West Freeway. Just a few brake lights this evening, 20 westbound, Riverside Parkway out to Lee Road, exit 41 in Lithia Springs. Still seeing a slow ride, though, through downtown Atlanta. Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, it's a crawl trying to get there. Even an issue here, 75 southbound near North Side. Flashing lights up ahead for you up on the right shoulder, but the delays beginning right just before North Side, merging in with the 85 ride as you head all through I-20. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When traffic
No
hits,
traffic getting through in either direction.
the Triple Team Traffic Center has you covered.
Even the bridge over 75 is being held.
Your source for Atlanta's traffic. Out of Spaghetti Junction along 285 westbound and a crash on Peachtree Boulevard 141 southbound before 285. Brought to you by the Coolray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
You know, every year there's that one house on the street that looks amazing. Well, this year it is mine. I'm Chris Chandler. Wise Guys Pro Wash keeps my home clean. Now they make it shine this holiday season. They install lights along my roof line so cleanly that even in daylight you barely notice them. Till I'm ready to plug them in, the whole house lights up then. Wise Guys Lights handles everything. Install, maintenance, and takedown. And right now, first-time customers who mention me, Chris Chandler, save $150 when installed. Spots are filling fast. Don't wait. Book now at wiseguyslights.com.
Will my hair really grow back? Do I still get to have a birthday party? Can my teddy come into the machine with me? Will you stay with me tonight, Mommy?
Every day, kids at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta ask questions they should never have to. By giving today, you can help us answer them. With your support, our kids get the care and treatment they need. And even a birthday they'll never forget. Give to Children's for that. Donate today at choa.org/give.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. If you're planning to propose this holiday, we're ready to make creating your engagement ring a warm, welcoming experience. At Shane Company, we're all about your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Explore the widest selection of diamonds and ring settings ready for you to see in person, or visit us at shaneco.com. You'll have your ring in days, not weeks. Our friendly jewelry consultants don't work on commission. There's never any pressure, just perfect proposals. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
There's a lot of talk about how Trump is making a deal with the obesity drug company. I think this one is I don't know if it's just one of these obesity drug companies or...
It's multiple. Wegovy is the one where you would get it for $149. But then there's another one where it's
Is that Novo Nordisk?
Novo Nordisk is, I believe, Ozempic. And Wegovy, I think, comes from somebody. I think the first one is Ozempic, and I think that's from where are they, in Norway or something? Or
sounds right.
Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Around there.
Yeah, the hell, something like that.
Ain't from here.
Yeah, that's right.
The guy who passed out in the White House yesterday was from that country, wherever that's from. So.
Oh yeah, how about that guy? Did the guy do all right? There
was a funny picture. Well, he's okay, but there was a funny picture of Trump standing over. Look, you all right? Get up, get up.
Yeah, way to get away.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Did somebody drag him out?
Next. So $149. Now here's the thing. I haven't looked into this deep enough to have a full-on opinion, but yeah, my spidey senses are going. Yes, you're going to get a good price, $149, which I've never bought these drugs, so I don't know. I guess that's a good price. But Medicare will start covering them under the White House deals.
You mean like you predicted 2 years ago?
Yes. So are they doing it because no, it's like, well, now everybody in the society pays for all of it. And if we can get everybody in society who thinks they're a bit overweight to believe that they can afford to do this because it's covered by Medicare, we're not losing money on the $149 thing. We're opening up a whole bunch of new people that we can sell to.
And remember, 2 weeks ago, we just changed the BMI standards where now you include your waist length.
Right. So, yeah, it's different now. So more people. And also, I mean, the thing about these drugs is I think you got to stay on them forever. So, I mean, if somebody's 12 years old and they're really obese, and that's not good, that's not healthy. You don't want somebody, so it's probably a good thing to do something about that. Now, should you start with a drug? Or should you start with, I don't know, being in the country and riding horses and walking trails? I don't know. But if you have to stay on it forever in order for it to keep working, and you start taking it when you're 12, and we start down this road where, yeah, taxpayers pay for this and the government pays for it, yeah, I'll give it to you for $149. Or you give me a 12-year-old for their entire life?
Yeah.
Once a month is going to need this thing? What?
Yeah, I have an interesting thing to say about this from our health guy,
Yeah.
RFK. In October of 2024, he said Novo Nordisk is counting on selling Ozempic to Americans because we're so stupid and so addicted to drugs. This year, he says, with GLP-1 drugs, Americans will lose 125 million pounds by this time next year.
So he's saying that's
a year ago they were terrible, and now they're good.
Oh, now they're good because he's part of the administration.
I like money.
And
power.
You don't want to piss off the boss.
Well, that too.
Alex Williams says there are delays on 75 through Cobb.
They're trying to get better this evening, Eric, but we are still seeing some brake lights, 75 northbound, starting in Marietta from North Marietta Parkway, exit 265. We've been dealing with some trouble off to the right just north of Chastain Road, exit 271, causing some onlooker delays. And 575 north and southbound, still seeing those scattered brake lights between Kennesaw and Holly Springs. Taking a look at I-75 south of the city, it is Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, that Southside ride southbound right near Forest Parkway had an earlier stalled vehicle. Still a little tap on the brakes as you head through the areas. Further southbound, we're finding some delays northbound, just past Bill Gardner Parkway. Delays past Highway 155 with an incident just up ahead. Use some caution as you approach. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable home protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Sell your home with Mark Spain Real Estate and get the strongest cash offer in the industry. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Whether it's a walk-in closet, master closet, or pantry, unlock the true potential of your storage areas in time for the holidays. Schedule your free design consultation today at artisancustomclosets.com and reward yourself with affordable luxury this holiday season.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story, impacts from the government shutdown. Even after the FAA orders flight reductions, airlines are staying mostly on schedule today. Reporter Karen Waugh says the percentage of reduced flights is expected to go higher.
Right now, airlines have canceled less than 4% of flights. They're trying to ease into these cuts. But as we go into next week, about 10% of flights are going to be canceled.
As for SNAP benefits, reporter Aaron Navarro says the Department of Agriculture now says it will pay out full benefits following an order from a federal judge.
Earlier this week, the administration said that they would pay up to 65% of SNAP benefits for the month, but warned that there could be delays in getting states to adjust their systems to this reduced amount. In the order, the federal judge did not buy that excuse, said that the delay was, quote, politically motivated, and called onto the agricultural department to tap into multiple contingency funds.
69 degrees in Atlanta. Will rain move out for the weekend? And when does the Arctic blast arrive? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A violent felon is convicted of running a major illegal operation while locked up in a Georgia prison.
He's a convicted murderer who was running a drug trafficking and money laundering operation while behind bars at Calhoun State Prison near Albany. Jarvis Matthews was serving a life sentence, but running his illegal operation using a contraband cell phone and help from his fiancée, girlfriends, and his 2 adult sons. They were distributing drugs in and around the Atlanta area, according to the U.S. Attorney of the Northern District of Georgia. Matthews is now facing a mandatory minimum 25 years in federal prison. That'll run consecutively to the state prison sentence he's already serving. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
DEA Atlanta seizes 325 pounds of meth from a storage facility in Norcross. Agents find nearly 1,500 rectangular packages of methamphetamine in trash bags and plastic totes in the outdoor storage unit. A 47-year-old Mexican national in the U.S. illegally faces federal charges of possession with intent to distribute. Sandy Springs-based UPS is hit with a class action lawsuit just days after the cargo plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky. It was filed on behalf of someone who lived near the crash site and 2 impacted businesses. UPS, GE, who made the plane's engine, and Boeing, the maker of the plane, have all been sued. The lawsuit claims the crash was like a bomb and the companies failed to maintain the aircraft. At least 13 people died. Roswell wants to make sure its streets are safer and more walkable with its Slow Down initiative.
We found that we had a much larger volume of traffic moving through our neighborhoods than we were actually anticipating.
Chief Operating Officer Don Stevens says it begins in 2026. They'll be collecting data, testing temporary changes like speed cushions, roadside markers, and signs to find the best solutions. There's a new free health care option available in Cobb County.
Must Ministries has been serving those in need in Cobb County for more than 50 years. Now they've expanded their services to include a new health clinic.
We're so excited about this opportunity for our community.
Must CEO Ike Reichert says often people forego medical treatment because they can't afford it, which leads to more problems. They're hoping to remove that roadblock.
No one will be turned away because of an inability to pay.
The facility provides a range of primary care medical services as well as counseling. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The National Center for Civil and Human Rights reopens tomorrow after 11 months. President and CEO Jill Savitt says the center has expanded 2 wings, including a civil rights gallery and gallery devoted devoted to Martin Luther King Jr.
What makes America truly a great country? And the stories that we tell are those chapters in our history where people got together and with an extraordinary courage tried to expand human freedom.
There will be free tours for visitors at the reopening. It's now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Still watching the slow traffic on I-285 through DeKalb County, Bill. You're seeing the delays on 285 eastbound, the inner loop on and off from Ashford Dunwoody Road over to Peachtree Boulevard. Then southbound, the brake lights find you again from I-85 down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. How's it looking on I-20 over there in DeKalb County, Stephanie Stallworth?
Well, if you're inbound I-20 headed westbound, you're going to find some delays passing the mall at Stonecrest as you head on over towards Panola, Westlake Chapel, and into 285. Things getting a little bit better for you there. It's the outbound ride starting near 285 with those delays as you head out through Stonecrest. And once you get to Conyers, a quick tap at 138. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies prevail for this evening with an isolated rain shower possible for the ride home. The majority of the rain will arrive after midnight into early tomorrow morning, and temperatures will fall into the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, the rain moves out, still warm, highs in the mid 70s. The big cool down begins on Sunday, starting through the afternoon, high 66, but dropping quickly into the upper 20s, low 30s for Monday morning. Staying chilly Monday afternoon, highs in the low 40s. Another hard freeze in the forecast for Tuesday morning with lows in the upper 20s.
Right now, 65 in Locust Grove, 66 in Peachtree Corners, and 65 in Milton. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's right, Caiaccio. Hour 4. The final hour of the week of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now.
I think that makes Bill sad knowing that it's the final hour of the week.
Yeah.
Knowing that we're about to end our week.
Who do the Bulldogs play this?
Mississippi State, big
Mississippi
one.
State
On the road, Starkville,
right.
Stark Vegas.
Believe me, he's got a weekend in front of him. Don't start trouble, Greg Russ.
I didn't start any trouble.
You were starting trouble. You were stirring it.
He was saying go Dogs, right?
I was saying
woo.
This is Greg Russ has a very condescending opinion of college football fans that we will not get into because I disagree with him. I think it's more natural to be a fan of a college you went to or one that's close to you and you know people went to that college than it is
if
to
you went to that college, you live close to them in the same town as that college. I agree with that.
Sure. Well, that's how most people are. If you
go
go to
hundreds of miles away from the college,
because they
cry
moved
when the 19-year-olds lose.
They moved.
So sad.
They moved somewhere.
Professional sports are just ridiculous. They're all kids now. This is where I've gotten in my life. Before that made sense. It's like these are kids in college, but professional athletes, they're like 25 to 40. That makes more sense. But now that I'm older than most of them,
yes,
not all of them,
yes, and you have now said
kind of ridiculous.
Well, yeah, everything's ridiculous, Greg. But we have to have things that we do between now and the end. You gotta have some fun.
Gosh.
We can't just all sit here. You got to get together. You got to do things. You have to. Everything's dumb. Everything's kind of stupid.
Well, I wasn't trying to say it was stupid in general, but if you really look at it and break it down.
No, it is stupid.
I'm saying yes, but my argument also doesn't hold up anymore. My previous argument, college football being children, because a lot of professional athletes are now children to me.
Okay, I get that, but it is stupid. I mean, I've been a Bills fan for well over 40 years. I mean, why? I don't know. I mean, I was there and I lived in that area and I became a fan, but it would be absolutely impossible for me to just go, you know what, starting tomorrow, I'm a Bengals fan or something. Like, it'd be impossible. Now, the Falcons are my second favorite team because they're in a different conference and I moved here in 1998. And so I said to myself, they'll probably never meet in a Super Bowl. And if they did, there would be no winner. Something would happen. And then they would cancel it at halftime. Neither of these teams is allowed to win a Super Bowl. The football gods would get together. Whoa. What's going on here? One of these teams is going to win. This is not allowed.
You did live in L.A. for a little while. Would you ever consider yourself a Rams fan?
There were no NFL football teams when I was out there.
Yeah,
so, no, I have no allegiance to
Los Angeles.
I lived there for 3 years. It was fun. I was younger.
Matt Stafford plays for them.
That's right, and I wish him the best of luck.
Go Dogs.
He's going to the Hall of Fame. So
he got a Super Bowl, right?
He sure
did.
did.
Super Bowl ring a few years ago. Did they beat Kansas City? They must have.
No, they beat the Bengals.
That's right.
Oh, the year that that was the 13-second game, and then the next week the Bengals beat the Chiefs. That's right. All right, this is not a sports show, Greg. You show
No,
up,
it's
we
not.
start talking sports. I blame you.
Stop.
I blame you.
Stop.
Before we get to stories from any stories from Studio
What
B1.
about that Walt Weiss hire?
All right, hold on.
Braves.
No. We're not going to go there. This is not a sports show. We wish him the best of luck. That's what we have to say about that. What was I going to bring? Oh, so this might interest you. I have to say this. When I was a youngster growing up, I'm going to say, I know this for a fact. I'm very, very sure. My parents had no children's toys. None. Now, why are you looking at me like that, George? Like, why would I
guess
bring that?
your parents, but I'm thinking about my own parents. It's just,
Did your parents have children's toys? Did they have?
My mom, who's your age, had a doll and things.
Oh, no. But was it because it was a doll from her childhood and she just still had it?
Yeah.
Or collectible?
Okay, but
Was it $700?
What I'm asking you, is, did she curl up with the doll every night as a grown woman? No, that's what I'm saying. She did not engage.
Adults now have children's toys.
This is my point. And also something else I've been bringing up for a while, which is very true that people need to be aware of. A lot of companies recognize that the middle class is being eviscerated, and they don't bother really advertising so much to them. It's like, well, they're broke, Let's just go super serve the people who have the money.
Go for the dinks.
Yeah, you put the two. Well, even beyond that, just anybody who has disposable income. And you end up with these two things conflating in this story that Lego has unveiled a new Star Trek The Next Generation Enterprise set. $400.
I was going to ask. That's more than I was going to say 300, but 400.
$400.
Cheaper than the Death Star.
How much is the Death Star? Same thing.
I think it was $1,000 for that one.
Yeah, so
more patience.
$1,000.
These are toys made by toy companies that are not at all intended for children unless they are the children of very wealthy people.
Eric, it's the new ship in a bottle. You're building something. It's a model. People
Yeah.
make model airplanes. This is it. Don't call the Lego a toy.
Okay.
The fun thing about Legos
When
is
I
you
was
can
a
make
kid-
whatever you want.
When I was a kid, Legos were a toy.
Yeah.
They were considered like a constructor set. They were different than, getting a football. You were putting your brains and you're putting it together like a model airplane. Again, my parents did not make model airplanes when I was a kid. We did because we were kids.
Would you make a model airplane now?
No.
Really? You
Well, I'm
wouldn't
not
paint?
good at it.
Okay.
Sniff the glue.
Yeah. I learned that as a kid.
But there are things that have changed over the generations. Like, for
No,
example,
but hold on. Before we get into that, okay, you're probably going to be able to convince me that if an adult wants to spend $400 and build this thing, that's fine. But what I'm trying to get to the other, first of all, yeah, that's like, okay, arrested development. People just don't want to be full-time adults anymore. But when toys cost from $400 to $1,000, the toy company never meant them for children. Unless you're the child of a very wealthy person.
yeah, they're taking it more as a collectible at that
That's
point.
and why? Because what is that decision? To super serve the customers that already we know have money and could possibly have disposable incomes. Because if it's between mac and cheese and the new Lego set, you're probably going to choose the mac and cheese.
And finance the Lego set.
And finance, yes.
With a firm.
You might finance.
Klarna.
You might finance the mac and cheese at this point.
Now, my question where I have to push back a little bit is, at least for Greg and myself, we grew up with video games. There are plenty of families
What's the
that I
problem?
know now that adults play video games in the family, but also the kids play video games. And when you consider that a toy, too?
No, I consider that just mass being hypnotized. That's just something that's happened.
Well, they're overarching
No, it's very
stories
weird.
like films.
Every single person alive except me plays video games.
I don't.
You do.
No, I don't. I don't have a set. I don't have a thing.
When I say I don't,
No
I mean
things.
I never have.
Oh, you never had. Well, you played NASCAR.
That's okay. A
Oh,
simulator.
on your Xbox.
I have.
a simulator. That's a game, a racing game.
Hold on. For how long did I do that?
I don't know how long you did it, but
4
you
months
loved
of
it.
my life.
Well, you never got the full kit where you had the driver, the racer seat,
No,
and the
that he would
steering
never do.
wheel.
I was considering that at one point. So obviously, I made the right decision.
But that would be
I wish you
something.
had done it.
Oh yeah, you can come in and see me in my seat.
That would be something.
Is that all you're doing in that seat?
That would be something that
I got to shift gears. Yes,
it would be acceptable for both kids and adults to do that.
Fine, if it costs $45.
And then you're not renting the game.
What parent spends $400? Yeah, let the kids do whatever the hell they want. That becomes the toy the kid's not allowed to touch. That's not the concept of toys.
Agreed.
And also, this other thing I'm always going to keep pointing out. Why does Disney cost so much? Because they don't want the middle class anymore. Disney wants the people and the families that they know already have the money. Why? I need 500 people from the middle class to give me the money that 5 other families can give me. Guess where I'm going to super serve? Guess who I'm going to try the most with? It is strangely, like, I could understand if some kind of millionaire celebrities, like, I bought the $1,000 Lego thing. Okay, you're a celebrity. Maybe you were in the movie that it's based on. I don't know. But toys, by and large, from toy companies, should be for children. Children don't have $400. Again, unless they are the children of very wealthy people.
But even then, the kid's not going to build the Death Star or
No.
the new Enterprise. They're going to
Right.
mix the pieces together, and the parents are going to freak out.
And God
the,
forbid.
The
yeah.
male parent.
Yeah.
No!
The beautiful thing about one of the great things about childhood is the thing where at Christmas you spend money on a toy and the kid plays with the box all day long. That's a good thing. That means they're still kids.
I have this
And
idea.
that's why toys should be cheap, because you don't know how long a kid. How many toys did you get on Christmas Day where you're like, I'm going to play with this every day, and like 2 weeks later, like, meh. They should be cheap.
To be fair,
I have this idea that the kid opens a present by accident and gets really excited thinking it's for him, and then it's actually his dad.
Oh, that's for Dad.
Now on Lego's website, it does have like the approximate ages for each of these toys. Like for example, the Death Star and the Star Trek Enterprise are both 18 plus.
Okay, because every 18-year-old can every 18-year-old can afford $1,000.
Yeah.
Alex Williams it's for 18-year-olds who can afford $1,000 toys. That's the market. Alex Williams is checking the downtown ride.
Yeah, we're still watching some brake lights into the city, Eric. 75-85 northbound. That's the slowest part of it from Highway 166 Langford Parkway. Once you get up past Peachtree, Pine Street, and head up into Midtown, that ride's going to get better. Still seeing some brake lights southbound out of northeast Atlanta from the I-85 400 merge down toward North Avenue. And we just found new trouble between Dunwoody and Doraville. Looks like a stall in the second right lane, 285 eastbound, the inner loop, before you get to Peachtree Boulevard, exit number 31. What are things looking like on I-75 south of town? Stephanie Stallworth.
Alex, that south of town ride headed northbound. Getting a little bit better. We're still on the brakes out of Locust Grove. Had the crash was northbound past State Route 155, exit 216. That's off on the shoulder for you now, but still a slow ride heading through the area. This report sponsored by Georgia United Credit Union. Ready for a financial partner that puts you first? Discover the difference at Georgia United Credit Union. Visit gucu.org/join. Insured by NCUA. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Hi, it's Tim Andrews from the Von Hessler Doctrine. Check out the Tim Andrews Popcast, my weekly pop culture and entertainment show. Joining me this week, author, journalist Jeff Pearlman. His latest book is called Only God Can Judge Me, The Many Lives of Tupac Shakur. We talk about that, sports nostalgia with a local flair, and a whole bunch more. That's the Tim Andrews Popcast, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on 95.5 WSB.
Do you have any idea how often I have used Omaha Steaks products on my front porch for my friends and family? You know, I have guys over on Sunday nights. We watch football, drink some bourbon, have cigars, and I cook. And very often it's a steak platter, and I get it from Omaha Steaks. I make some bread, usually focaccia, and then I'll get the New York strips from Omaha Steaks, maybe some sausages as well, and throw them on the grill and just mix it with the bread. And it's easy to do, and Omaha Steaks makes it so easy. And you can do it too. And right now, get $35 off at Omaha Steaks with promo code ERIC at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. You go to omahasteaks.com. You know, and they're the official sponsor of tailgating right now. It's the perfect time of year to watch football and grill out from Omaha Steaks. I do it. You can too. You go to omahasteaks.com right now. Get $35 off with promo code ERIC, E-R-I-C-K, at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com.
You've thought about assisted living for your parents, but maybe the right answer is renovating your home and having mom or dad move in. I'm Richard, Chief Architect at Sketch House, where we create custom architectural drawings for homeowners looking to remodel. Why get drawings first? You'll know what's possible. You'll be able to get pricing and compare builders apples to apples, and builders love drawings. You'll get bumped to the top of their list with drawings in hand. Let Sketch House help you make a decision about your aging parents at a fixed price. Visit sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, HAUS.com.
I love companies who respect my time. NG Turf is a family-owned company that delivers fresh, locally grown sod on your time, including Saturdays and without any fees. Sod is harvested from their farms around Atlanta and delivered fresh on their own trucks, direct to homeowners. ngturf.com.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. When you buy an engagement ring or fine jewelry gift from Shane Company, you get more than what you paid for. Our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. It covers everything. There's no fine print. You'll get unlimited cleanings, resizings, and repairs. Plus, it even protects your engagement ring's center stone. We stand behind the quality of our jewelry, and that's our gift to you this holiday. Peace of mind. Because a friend knows the best things in life are free. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
You know, every year there's that one house on the street that looks amazing. Well, this year it is mine. I'm Chris Chandler. Wise Guys Pro Wash keeps my home clean. Now they make it shine this holiday season. They install lights along my roof line so cleanly that even in daylight you barely notice them. Till I'm ready to plug them in, the whole house lights up then. Wise Guys Lights handles everything. Install, maintenance, and takedown. And right now, first-time customers who mention me, Chris Chandler, save $150 when installed. Spots are filling fast. Don't wait. Book now at wiseguyslights.com.
Protect your liver and give it the support it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS or online at Amazon or at newnordicusa.com.
Are you happy, Ken? I finished my compliance or whatever.
Yep. No more sports talk.
And then I see it's compliance season, so we just got through the first. You know, it's coming next week.
Sexual harassment?
All the things that I love to do around the office that I'm not allowed to do.
Oh, yeah, don't be like Handsy Harry.
Hey, you know what's that?
Handsy Harry? Hands Harry. My hands are hairy and I'm handsy.
All right, the old days, huh? Where you could, yeah, when misogyny was celebrated around the office, for heaven's sakes. What have we gone so woke? We can't have a little good office misogyny going on, for heaven's sakes.
I only know one person ever got away with it.
You only know one person ever got away with
in the modern era, yeah.
Well,
what's the modern era start?
Yeah, what's the modern era? Because I got into radio in '89, and I saw a bunch of it.
I'm saying like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
12 years ago.
I guess.
I think I can guess who. I won't say any names.
No, well.
Well, she was a nice person.
I have no idea. I have oh, that's misdirection. I have no idea where you're going, but
I'm not going anywhere.
I would say this, that it's just not fun anymore. How can work be fun if you're not allowed to engage in a little playful misogyny?
A little horseplay, right?
Little horse. Hey, boys will be boys. Hey.
What's wrong with having an old-fashioned in the office?
And by the way, well, you get a free back rub? How about let's be positive.
Your husband might not like your weight, but I'm enjoying what you've been putting on.
Yeah. What about the fact that what's it cost for a good massage these days?
It's expensive.
Yeah. Guy in the cubicle next door just decided to give you a free one. I mean, for heaven's sakes, why not?
Coming to my office, I got Lush bars.
How about thank you?
No, thank you would be nice.
These are tough economic times, guys. We got to make do with what we have.
That's right. And I think I could be helping a lot more of the ladies in the office if these compliance videos weren't so.
What about me?
Draconian.
Offices
I'm not giving
in
you
general.
Oh, rub my shoulder.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Just like a bro rub.
No.
If he heard that, he'd be freaking out.
How can you say that?
Oh, you guys are nuts.
What were you saying, Greg? You said something. I heard your voice in my ear while that was going on.
I was going to say offices in general. The building you're in does have actual offices, but so many have switched to open floor plans.
I hate
People
that.
don't have offices anymore,
Yeah.
so there's no place for this to even happen.
Well, no, we do have, if you think about it, a newsroom is an open floor plan.
Yes,
with a lot
but
of
there are
people.
people who have the office building I work in, or the floors zero. Nobody has their own office. with a door that you can close on
That was a
privacy.
whole like Zuckerberg. Was it Zuckerberg? Somebody started that when they. Well, maybe it was one of those things where even he doesn't have an office. It turns out I think people hate it. They hate the open floor plan.
It does stink.
Yeah.
Now that I'm in a position where I could have an office, that would be nice.
Yeah, you've moved up the ranks, and here you are with all the dregs.
See, I like
sitting
it.
down there on the floor with all the.
I like
it.
being out there with everybody. I do. I prefer it. I prefer it.
Cries the loser who would never get an office. Oh, I like it.
No, it
was
just
offered an
shows his
office
humility. He's the big star who sits with the common folk.
That's right.
I was offered an office, and I rejected it. I said I'd rather be in the newsroom with everybody else.
Well, that's what Shelley Winter did. He had an office right next to mine, and he never used it, so they took it away from him. And he's like, "I want to be here with the people." I was like, "I don't understand that."
Yeah, I like to be able to sit out with whatchamacallit. Keep an eye on the food trough.
Did you tell me you had to push him away from some burgers
This
or
was
something?
months ago. No, it wasn't burgers. It was some food that had been left out all day, like from the morning.
Shelley, when he comes in, he's always going to get whatever is. You got a T-shirt, you got a burger, whatever it is, he's
Yes.
going to get it.
And it's something that was made with mayonnaise. It had been sitting out for hours, and I told him.
Like
and he
from
went,
the Aram show or
yeah,
something.
like early. And he went,
Oh, yeah, I better not eat that.
So he was going to eat it till you pointed out that
Yes.
the mayo is the
Yes.
problem. Yeah, by the time I get in, I don't eat anything that isn't like a pastry.
I saw you poking around at that donut with the fork in it earlier.
I was going to do a thing for Anne. I was going to do a scene from Beowulf, but it crumbled apart for me before I could get it done. All right, you want to give some stuff away?
I mean, I'd like to give stuff away.
All right,
Do you want to give stuff away?
Well, I think I have to. In my heart, no. I don't want to please anyone, but it's part of my job, so I guess I'll do it. 2 tickets to see AC/DC could be yours. It's going to happen on Thursday, August 27th, 2026. That's next year at State Farm Arena. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets will be on sale. Oh,
Today.
Tickets are on sale today at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says there's a big rig trouble. Not a. Let me try that again, Alex. Alex Williams says there's big rig trouble on 75 in Marietta.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. We found this one on the Jam Cam. It is a stalled tractor trailer. Looks like a right center lane blocked here, 75 northbound, just north of Highway 5, Canton Road connector, exit 267. So what wasn't improving is now a slower ride back to North Marietta Parkway. Once you get past that, there's still flashing lights on the right shoulder in Kennesaw. 75 north, just north of Chastain Road, keeping the ride slow pretty much back to where that stalled big rig is. And we found some trouble on 285 heading into Doorville, Stephanie Stallworth.
Yes, that 285 East ride, you're going to slow right around Ashford Dunwoody, heading over towards Old Peachtree. That's the vehicle stopped in the right center lane. Unfortunately, got someone standing off on the right shoulder, so watch for that as you're ramping off there and also getting by. A couple of places to be careful with that as you head through the scene. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
And the holiday season is officially underway, and that means you need to worry more about how to cook the turkey and how to keep Uncle Phil away from the baked beans than you do about your home's comfort. Oh, that Uncle Phil. Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling, Plumbing and Electrical. So right now, Coolray's offering 12 months, 0% interest financing and free installation with the purchase of a complete Carrier system. You know, proper installation is like a sidekick for your HVAC, keeping your conditioned air in and Mother Nature's air out. However, maybe your HVAC is working fine. Well, Mr. Plumber, a Coolray company, is offering $100 off any plumbing service. From aging water heaters to clogged drains, Mr. Plumber has you covered. So say hello to indoor comfort and smooth flowing plumbing all season long. You have friends and family to worry about. Coolray will take care of the rest. Simply visit Coolray.com today to schedule your appointment. Mr. Plumber, Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
'Tis the season. Have you gotten your flu shot? At All Care, our experienced flu specialists are dedicated to providing comprehensive and personalized care, from vaccines to testing to treatment. And you can walk right in to any of All Care's 15 Atlanta locations and access our unique combination of primary and immediate care under a single roof. For flu season and beyond, say goodbye to waiting for the doctor and say hello to All Care, a proud member of the Piedmont Clinically Integrated Network.
The holidays are almost here. Let Zerorez help get your home looking its best. Hey, it's Patrick, owner of Zerorez. Right now, when you schedule 3 rooms of carpet cleaning at just $45 a room, We'll clean a hallway for only $1 more. Just mention WSB when you book. That's 3 rooms at $45 each and a hallway for just $1. Schedule today at ZeroResAtlanta.com. ZeroRes, spell it backwards or forwards, it's the right way to clean.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
The holidays are approaching, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping on the buy one, get one deals each week. Hey, it's Mark Arum. Yeah, there are BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. I love going in there and just following the yellow brick road of BOGOs. Save when you shop with the latest buy one, get one free items, deals on your favorites, and make sure you check out the BOGO deals before you shop. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top story, SNAP benefits will soon be on the way to states. CBS's Aaron Navarro reports the Department of Agriculture says it will pay out the benefits in full, even as the Trump administration seeks to have a federal judge's order overturned.
Prior to this, the administration was saying in court that they could only do up to 65% of SNAP benefits, as they in several states said that a partial dispersing of funds would also take time.
More than 1 million people in Georgia depend on SNAP benefits for food assistance. A small restaurant in Pickens County called the Rolling Snackle Box is doing something to help people impacted by the government shutdown.
Owner Mary Hogan started a Pay It Forward program where customers can pay for a meal for those in need, put the ticket on the wall, and it's for the taking, no questions asked.
We started this just to help everybody out with, especially with the food stamps that got cut down. So it was really put on my heart to do this.
She says response has been tremendous.
I'm counting ticket 3 to 4 to 5 to 6.
She says her plans are to keep the program going from now on. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
68 degrees in Atlanta. Will rain stick around for the weekend, and how cold will it be to start next week? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. New this half hour, Atlanta police responding to a crash involving a train and 2 vehicles in southwest Atlanta. It happened near Lee Street and Sylvan Road. We are working to learn more about possible injuries. Airlines are staying mostly on schedule today despite flight reductions at some of the nation's busiest airports, including Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta. Reporter Karen Waugh is monitoring flights.
Airlines say they're trying their best to mitigate the impact to as many passengers as possible. They're starting by cutting these smaller regional flights with fewer passengers. They're trying not to touch these long-haul international flights.
Roswell is looking for the best ways to slow down traffic in their neighborhoods.
Slow Down Roswell consists of 3 phases to construct road improvements and educating the public on ways to make their roads safer. Senior Vice President for Infrastructure, Sharon Izo, says they're moving into the second phase of testing.
Install some temporary measures such as speed cushions and speed feedback signs, and potentially even narrowing the roadway with delineators and then measuring the data that we get there.
Izo says testing will start in January and phases of making permanent changes to streets will come later in 2026. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Columns Drive in East Cobb is getting a tree makeover.
Survey work is already underway along Columns Drive, where following a community outcry, county officials changed their plans for removing all of the trees in the road's median.
It almost feels like it's worth a party.
Resident Vicki Bowling says county crews will remove 47 of the trees following community meetings with neighbors' input, and they will also landscape and replant 50 trees. That's great news, according to resident Mary Sad Williamson.
We're very grateful for the outcome.
Cobb County DOT officials say the removal and replanting work will take about 8 weeks. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Trees Atlanta is planting almost 700 trees across the city today and tomorrow.
Today we're off to a great start. I had a really fun project in Peachtree Park, which is District 7, to plant just around 90 trees.
Community Forestry Senior Manager Jake McDonald says they've had about 350 volunteers show up at 6 sites. Trees Atlanta expects even more volunteers tomorrow. If you've noticed a musty or earthy taste smell in your tap water, you are not alone. alone.
More and more customers in Metro Atlanta are reporting the issue, which is a result of a natural annual turnover process in the water that comes from Lake Lanier, which is the source of the drinking water for most people in the metro region.
The good news is the water is still treated and it's completely safe to drink, cook with, and bathe in. There's nothing harmful. It is just kind of the unpleasant taste and odor.
Jessica Sterling with the Chattahoochee Riverkeeper says the treatment process usually overrides this effect, and they aren't sure why that's not the case this year. But utility officials believe it will clear up by mid-December. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Well, Bill, we had that earlier stalled Big Rig in Marietta, 75 northbound, just north of Highway 5. They got that off to the side, but you're still slow trying to get up past a crash that's been on the right shoulder. Really slowing down the ride, though. 75 north past Chastain Road. WSB Zone Ashley Frasca spots a crash up into Holly Springs, 575 northbound at 6's Road, exit 11. Police with that one on the left shoulder, tapping the brakes, getting past that. And we're still tracking some volume through downtown Atlanta, 70 Stalwart.
Yeah, downtown ride, pretty typical with the busy as you head northbound. Coming up from near 166, looks like a little issue just before 166 northbound as you're ramping off of I-85, but beyond that, so looking at slow traffic getting up through the Grady curve. Southbound, 75-85 emerging together with the volume, trying to get past I-20. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies prevail for this evening with an isolated rain shower possible for the ride home. The majority of the rain will arrive after midnight into early tomorrow morning, and temperatures will fall into the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, the rain moves out, still warm, highs in the mid 70s. The big cool down begins on Sunday, starting through the afternoon, high 66, but dropping quickly into the upper 20s, low 30s for Monday morning. Staying chilly Monday afternoon, highs in the low 40s. Another hard freeze in the forecast for Tuesday morning with lows in the upper 20s.
Right now, 64 in Noonan, 68 in Midtown Atlanta, and 64 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Tara Fine Jewelry Company, just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia in Beaufort. Coveted brands like De Beers Code of Origin Diamonds, Mikimoto, Roberto Coin, fine Swiss watches, and so much more. Visit Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort today.
Ah, it's my favorite time of year. Crisp autumn air, falling leaves, and low natural gas rates. You can avoid unpredictable prices and high bills with a discounted 18-month fixed rate from Scana Energy. Don't wait. Sign up with Scana by December 4th to lock in a low price for 2 winters. Visit ScanaEnergy.com/save for details or call 1-877-GO-SCANA to sign up with code SAVE. New residential accounts only. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
The attorneys at Steel Horse Law meet directly with you. SteelHorseLaw.com.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at GetHumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Whether it's a walk-in closet, master closet, or pantry, unlock the true potential of your storage areas in time for the holidays. Schedule your free design consultation today at artisancustomclosets.com and reward yourself with affordable luxury this holiday season.
Hey, congratulations to Shannon Asmus of Dallas, Georgia. Won 2 tickets to see AC/DC on Thursday, August 27th at State Farm Arena. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. You know, on the screen there in CNN, there's a war breaking out in visuals between the government shutdown clock, government shutdown clock, government shutdown clock, and now we have a ticker on the other side telling us how many flights have been canceled.
Today ticker.
U.S. flights today ticker. U.S. flights today ticker. U.S. flights today ticker. Yes.
That's just the
What are we
COVID
up
death
to?
count. Where they
Just
just
the-
changed the words.
Yeah, just going to use the old the COVID death count 10.
I mean, and then with the lower third and then the rolling script on the bottom, I mean, there's barely any room for the anchors
Well, I know
on there.
there is a lot going on.
crap on their
First
screen.
of all, they got like at the top they got it's one in one box. There's we're looking at the tower at Reagan National Airport. I don't know why. I don't know what that does. I don't know what's going to happen at that tower that we can see
Because it's in
from
Washington.
Oh, I get it. And then we got the government shutdown clock underneath that,
which is huge.
Oh yeah, we're at 37 days, 18 hours. And then on the other side, there's the flight cancellation ticker. And then below that, there's the little thing that says breaking news. And then below that, there's a lower third. There's the CNN bug over there. And then underneath all of that, there's a ticker that doesn't even.
Sounds like Japanese TV.
Yeah, it's got that feel to it.
They heard us, Eric. They changed it. They took it all off.
Have you ever gone to some of the channels on Rumble?
Oh yeah, they're
No.
super busy.
Where it's
yes.
just nuts. There's
Yes.
just like what is that, George
GIFs?
Clark? You understand this stuff more than I do. There's always Peppy the Frog that's up there, but there's like I would say I'm not good with numbers like this, but it almost is like sometimes there'll be like up to 40 boxes.
Yeah.
And in one of them is like somebody playing a video game or something, and on the rest it's just like all of this kind of MAGA adjacent, imagery that's like GIFs. They're all moving, and I'm like, what? Is this entertaining somebody? What is the purpose?
I've never been in that part of the internet where there's boxes in every.
You got
section
to
of the-
on Rumble. You got Rumble. What I've found is Rumble has like 5 great shows, and the rest.
Oh,
is
the rest
just
are garbage.
Insanity.
Twitch is like
Let
that
me
too.
tell you about the Talmud.
It's just insanity.
Twitch is like that as well, where you have all the different.
So it's
people.
that culture coming over.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you have like a little ticker. You'll have all the people when they, I guess, give you money
Yeah,
or
there's
points.
blah, blah, blah.
It'll literally have like all these graphics going off that take up almost the entire
And then one of
screen.
the Peppy the Frogs has got like lasers coming out of his eyes, and then the other one's like the hat keeps going up, and it's just all movement. It's just
That sounds like a Telegram channel.
is that how those are?
A lot of stuff on Telegram, and I don't go there very often. It's just nonstop motion from 10 different places.
What is the thinking behind that, Greg? You're in the industry. What is what in the world could be?
I'm not in that industry.
No, but I mean,
That's
you're
like
in
people
the
creating their
visual.
own channels, right?
Yeah, but this seems to be a thing where we want the whole screen to be full of a million GIFs. It's as if Jordan Hudson made them all.
I think
Because they're all on Adderall, and they can focus on one.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Is that what it is?
Well, I think it's displaying that you get it, the collective everything on the
Yes.
internet, all the memes,
Okay.
all the inside stuff. Like, hey, look, look everything. That
So
you could
that's
ever-
every meme that means something to that community.
The fat JD Vance with the curly hair, that one's showing up everywhere now.
Is that left or right?
Both?
Yeah.
It was left first, but then the right adopted it.
Because he embraced it. He
Well,
dressed
that's
up
what-
as that for Halloween.
Well, that's what you got to do. He's not a dumb politician. You can disagree with him, but he's got a hard job.
Blow up their house.
Trying to.
Trump told him earlier this week that he wanted him to basically be quiet a little more.
He did?
Yeah, he was
Do
talking.
you have that?
Yeah, let me pull it up here.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
see.
like,
Shut up, you fatty.
He was
No,
joking, but
he was
but, you know,
joking, but not joking. But what he's saying is, he's in my ear too much. And I imagine, my guess is, he might be disagreeing with Marco Rubio on a lot of things.
It must be. So
Yeah.
he's referring to an exchange. Trump is an exchange that he had with one of Xi's number 2s, like in command, and
Right.
wished that JD acted a lot more like that.
Okay.
The equivalent of a vice president. I said, are you going to answer my question? And he's like, he doesn't move. I said, what's wrong with this guy? I will answer all questions. Why don't you behave like that? JD doesn't behave like that. JD buds into conversations. I want to have that for at least a couple of days, okay, JD? We'll keep you long term, but a couple of days of that would be very, very nice. Okay.
Shut up.
Now, what I'm going to say next is not an endorsement of J.D. Vance, but it's my my opinion that out of everybody in that administration, he's the intellectual. Now, I don't know so much about Scott Bessent and people
wait
like
a
that.
minute.
Well, you're a politician. You're a politician and a movement person. And so my guess is sometimes he hits Trump with too many layers, and Rubio comes in and he's like, they're getting us fentanyl, man. We got to blow them up. Okay. Whereas J.D. Vance will go, well, actually, not many. We don't get any fentanyl out of there. And then
Yeah, but Marco says we do, so shut up.
So my guess is he comes in with over-intellectualized opinions that have layers. And the way you want to present to Trump is, this is happening, we should do that. And he either agrees or he doesn't, and you move on. I could see where Vance might get on, with the facts and the knowledge. And
restrained. He's always saying, why don't you just tone it down? I'm like, shut up.
I mean, you could tell he's joking with
yeah,
everybody
he's
in that
joking,
room,
but there's
some truth to that.
There's some truth. There's always a little bit of truth in humor. Isn't that right, Greg Russ? There's always a little bit of truth. No, actually, it's not true.
Funny because it's true.
No, actually, there are jokes that have no truth to them. Sometimes you just tell jokes just because you think they'll be funny. Somebody will laugh, and there's no truth to it whatsoever. When I'm like Tim Andrews.
Yes.
I can't talk about the thing he lies about all the time. But let's put it this way.
Liking female comics? Just because I do, I mean,
you only
guys
do that
shame
to try
me
to
all
get
the
ahead.
time, yeah. I'm trying to stay, with the times.
But you got to sit there through all that female comedy. My goodness, you got to know what they're doing.
If you're on the same level as they are, you get the humor.
You know what I like to do? I just skip careers completely now, like the new people who come up, and I just wait for the, my algorithm on YouTube to push something to me that says, the rise and fall of such and such. They just tell me the whole story. I just watched one on, what's her name? The lady who talks about her junk all the time. And then
Amy Schumer?
Yeah.
I think she's doing okay.
Say Nikki Glaser fits in that category, too.
But she's...
Glazer's gone.
Say that about a lot
She's
of-
hosting Saturday Night Live this week.
Oh, never mind. I don't keep up with it.
I feel like
I
I'm
don't
with
keep
you.
up with it either.
I feel
Saturday Night Live. What?
It's still, listen, you're not, your career isn't tanking if you're hosting Saturday Night Live.
No, I'm not
It
saying
may not
that.
be what
I
it used
had
to
no
be.
clue. I'm just saying that it's not publicized in a way that I've seen it.
No, you just don't watch TV anymore like everyone else. That's where you would see the commercials. You're not watching NBC.
I got the YouTube TV.
Yes, but what do you watch? What do you watch?
Cash Cab. I watch reruns of Cash Cab.
Goodness gracious.
It's fun.
That
Cash
show
Cab was fun.
Boring after
was
5
fun.
episodes, it was boring.
Pluribus starts today, so you got to watch that. You're a Vince Gilligan fan.
I did. Wait, what was that on? I had no idea Vince
Yeah,
was back.
what
didn't know about it. Wow.
Which one of the stream? He doesn't know about anything because
Apple.
he's checked out. This Greg Russ. Look at him. He didn't even shave before this appearance. It's
Clean yourself up.
It's outrageous. Clean
This isn't a cool
yourself.
look.
Clean yourself. Are you going to go
No,
the
this is
full
a good
beard?
look.
Are you going to go the full beard again?
I mean, it's getting a bit cold, isn't it?
Yeah,
Maybe
you look
I should
good.
keep myself warm.
Do it.
It
Go
is.
for it.
It is
You
No
look good.
Shave November.
Oh, shut up.
Oh,
Hey, let's
so I
all
will
do
shave.
something at the
That's
same
right.
time.
That's right. I will shave. I know it's for a good cause, Movember. So
You know
that's
what? You
not
can
the
just
reason
give
I
money. You don't
Yeah,
have
I'll
to
give
take
the
part.
money and I'll
Just give
shave.
money.
He's doing the other November thing right now. So give
Oh,
him
is that
some-
where you don't touch yourself?
The
Don't touch yourself,
yeah,
November?
Yeah.
Well, that one's
From my cold, dead hands. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 75 North in Kennesaw.
Yeah, and it's been on the right shoulder, Eric, but it's really slowing down the ride for no reason. 75 northbound delays from Highway 5 up to where this crash is, just north of Chastain Road. Now we got new trouble leaving the airport heading up into downtown. 75, 85 northbound. Looks like a center lane or so knocked out with this one right at Highway 166 Langford Parkway. And we also got trouble on I-75 in Henry County. Stephanie Stallworth.
It's still slow for you on that northbound ride, but a newer incident, 75 north past Bill Gardner Parkway. That's taking out your left travel lane. That northbound past Joe Dakota, another incident, pretty slow heading through the area. 75 south ramping to 2081. Had an incident for you there as well. This report sponsored by Georgia United Credit Union. Ready for a financial partner that puts you first. To discover the difference at Georgia United Credit Union, visit gucu.org/join, insured by NCUA. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
WSB is your home of the Dogs.
Snap it back, hand it to Bowen.
This week, Georgia battles Mississippi State in an SEC showdown.
35-30 down the hack.
Pre-game coverage starts tomorrow at 8 a.m. Kickoff at noon.
20, 10, 5, touchdown.
Only on your home of the Dogs, 95.5 WSB.
Chauncey Bowens, he ripped him a new one.
Brought to you in part by Hoffman Financial Group, official partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
The garage door springs that come standard with most homes don't last. And when they fail, it's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello at A1 Garage Door Service. Our springs are the toughest in the industry, backed by our lifetime warranty. That's right. Fix them once and you're covered for life. Don't risk your family's safety or your peace of mind. Let A1 replace your springs before they become a problem. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one.
A1 from day one.
I'm Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. This November, we're buying back your old gold and jewelry or giving you an extra 50% off in-store credit when you trade it in for something new. And there's no better time to get your jewelry appraised than now. Our experts will make sure that you get the most value for your pieces. Visit one of our 3 locations in Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg, or book your private appointment online at SolomonBrothers.com. Solomon Brothers Buyback Month. Luxury evolves. Let yours shine.
Remodeling your home's exterior requires expertise, experience, and attention to detail. That's what I built my business on. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors. I'm the siding and windows expert you hear on the Home Fix-It Show with decades of experience for all things exterior. Windows, siding, painting, roofing, decks, doors, and gutters, all with unmatched quality and craftsmanship. Even the small details are a big deal to us. Get your free estimate, Google Nelson Exteriors.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live, Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops, advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back, all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Does this sound like you, where every step or reach is a reminder of what hurts, a reminder of what you're not able to do and how far you've drifted from the life you used to have when you didn't feel that pain? Good news for you, because relief is closer than you think, and it doesn't have to come from a scalpel. What if it could come from you? It's Mark Aaron from my pals at QC Kinetics, where they tap into your body's own regenerative power using natural healing factors that help restore and repair damaged tissue, reduce inflammation, and relieve pain at its source. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery. And this Veterans Day, QC Kinetics is giving back to their heroes. Veterans will get $500 off their treatment, and for every non-veteran who starts care, QC Kinetics will donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. A great time to book your free consultation. So call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. Locations in Decatur, Lawrenceville, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Stockbridge, and Douglasville.
Don't delay peace of mind. At Ace Hardware Home Services, we make it easier to upgrade your heating, cooling, or plumbing with flexible financing options. Whether it's a new HVAC system or a major plumbing job, our licensed pros get the job done right with payment plans to fit your budget. Call 770-233-7787 or visit acehardwarehomeservices.com to schedule your free estimate. Ace Hardware Home Services, bringing helpful to your home.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Greg, I don't know how much of the show you heard before you joined us, but I want to make
some here and there.
Well, this is right off the very top, and I just want to warn you because you are a male. Something I learned 10 minutes before the show. I'd never heard this term before. And we have decided that we will talk about it, but the audience has to go look it up because we're a family show.